Kicking like
1, 2,
Dolomite.
3,
Last one
4,
got copyright. I'm kicking like
5
Dolomite.
just to be sure.
Hey, one time,
Last
you
one
ready?
got
Copyright.
Yeah.
Last one got
Fuck it.
copyright. Hey.
You know what time it is. Every time I rhyme, it's just a sign that I'm about to kill. Yeah, it's time for weapon wheel. We got the skill, we got the gains. Don't make me grab it still. I put a hole in one like Abby did to Joe. Yeah, for real. And when it comes to aiming, I don't miss like Master Chief. I'll grab the piece and give your ass a halo just for talking sweet. When it comes to gaming, yeah, you know our team's elite. Check the leaderboards, we run the game. You should pick up your feet. You can't lose them too smooth, just going to admit defeat. And ain't no capping around here, cause like Bond, I keep receipts. The most dangerous, better than these other guys. Try to come for us, what's like between your eyes like Jen Sakai. That's no lie nor prank. I grab the ratchet, no clank, and get my jiggy mask to show you how Jack Move got his name. Yeah.
Weapon Wheel Podcast.
Look. King of the castle like Cooper, captain of the ship. My name ain't Blandry, but don't make me have to hit the switch. We'll dump you overboard, then watch the views. I ain't talking Twitch. Hey yo, Alex, go ahead. Talk to him real quick.
Oh, that Dolomite is my name, and fucking up motherfuckers is my game. Dolomite, motherfucker, you heard her.
Claim it, a strike to claim it.
They had the nerve to copyright the guy. Is this the bitches? Hey. Say yo, still putting wheels on the pavement. My game so tight, it's like Jordan 1 lazy. We stay in these gaming streets, ain't no way to be dormant. Hey, a Drake will leave your body uncharted like Lost Fortune. Coco Long Scene was cute, hey, and yeah, it served its purpose. But I'm trying to give a detailed description of what a hearse is. I say we flip the switch on these niggas before it get bland. I see a lot of pods jacking the format like Dapper Dan. You hitting the dislike button? You still a fan? Talk slick in the comments and like Dutch, I got a plan. We don't do the sneak diss, and that's that stuff that get you banned. Last time we told your ass to squat up, you turned telling ran. It's like I play with the sliders up. You just got 30 niggas, heard me, the time is up. Since 2015, we been kicking game knowledge up. Dust your boots and join the crew if you wild enough.
Developers.
Dolomite, motherfucker, you heard her.
40 clips, kicking like Dolomite. Hey, 40 clips. Aimed at your fit beam, shotties, so much ammo, it don't make sense. Trying to compete is a sacrifice, die again in your afterlife. I'm taking a road trip anytime you niggas wanna fight. Polygons and body counts, that's all that I tend to like. Any other podcast, a copy, a look-alike. Hey, and what they say? Hey, what I say? Hey, I put them in the dirt. Tussler get hurt, no face, no case, smashed up like a jiggy merch shirt. Sliding in that vet, I'm gonna get back, time to pay that debt. It's time for weapon wheel.
We lover.
Yo.
That just sounds irregular. He loves Wheeze.
Mic check. Bond starting already, man? Starting with your bullshit?
I asked him if he got Xenoblade. And I was like, where's he been? We've been looking for a Nintendo fan. I mean, you know, we tried Shokyo. He never shows up. We're trying Blandrew. He rarely shows up. We were looking for Cardi. He's gone.
Cardi? Who's Cardi?
Older Nintendo guy.
Hey, man. What's up, chat? Mic check. Let me know if y'all hear us. What up, Ultra?
Yo, what's good?
Chilling, man.
I was also making fun of him that all the times he said, wait to E3. E3's gone.
Yeah, E3's dead, Chief.
Hey, man. I'm trying to. I want y'all to bring back NW Nation, bro. I miss them guys. I miss the gang, bro.
I'm good, Chief.
BG, you on thin ice right now.
What the Hold
hell?
on. Ultra, I thought the only way out of NW Nation was in a box.
I mean, Yeah,
So,
I guess. True.
Ultra, do you remember somebody saying that? I'm pretty sure it was Baron because
It
I
was
know I'm not
Baron.
crazy.
Baron said that shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because he denies ever saying that.
He said that to Shokio.
oh, yeah, he did. Well, Baron was right about one thing. That man found a way out to end up nation.
Hey, yo.
Hey, man. Good times. Good times back then. Oh,
The
man.
Nintendo fans. They used to be the most erratic. I think they are the most stable ones now. I mean, as in their ranks, they don't be jumping around much.
Yeah, they be chilling. They be quiet. A little bit too quiet for me. I wish there was a little bit more debauchery going on within the Nintendo community.
Are you
Outside
serious?
of the Smash community specifically.
I was about to say, between like the a little less debauchery, they have the most.
Yeah.
I mean, they might need to change that name of the game from Smash Bros.
To what?
I don't know, Smash Hose.
But how's everybody doing? Andrew, Ryan, Jonathan, how y'all doing, man? Y'all good?
Doing good. Just came back
We're
from
doing good, Kenneth.
Just came back from
Okay.
Colombia. Might make a little video on that tonight. Who knows? Show people some pictures of the trips. All that
Right.
good stuff. I do have to give a shout out. I don't care if he blocked me. I've been his original day one fan here. I don't care what nobody says. I've been the one promoting his career the longest. Everybody else can vouch for that. But Baron has won a match.
Yes,
We've
sir.
seen. We have seen.
I need everybody to hit the like button in support of Baron winning a match. There needs to be
coming.
200 likes in this chat, like in the next minute for Baron winning a match. Like, I'm expecting. I mean, I said, look, when Baron wins a match, we're gonna get like Medio, COVID-20, aliens. Instead, we got fucking monkeypox. But it is what it is.
Aliens.
Hey, we got monkeypox. Baron wins 2 matches. I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe Jack will get a job.
Yes, sir.
You think they're gonna just let him get a win streak now?
I don't know. If he goes on a win streak, that'd be wild. But he beat like the ultimate jobber. But hey, a win's a win at this point.
Blandrew, don't think I didn't notice. You ain't answered to your government name.
I don't know what you're talking about, BG.
All right.
Do I have an echo right now, or
No.
Okay.
You good? All right, man. Listen. So Smoove pulled a bond. He's gonna be late. He said he's at the beach.
What?
Yeah, he said he's at the beach. It's I don't know where Smoove's in Connecticut, the land where nobody goes. It's
Can that nigga swim?
Connecticut has beaches. Connecticut is like Silent Hill. I don't know if people know that, but that place is like a ghost town.
You probably went to the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, but he'll be late.
I didn't know you could swim.
I don't know.
Are we ready for
He might be a toe dipper.
Are we ready for? Oh, speaking of swimming, did you see that hippo festival on Twitter?
Bond, lead them alone.
Lord have mercy.
Leave them alone.
And the only last thing I'm gonna say about this, all the girls that are complaining in it, somebody pulled up their prior comments and they're shaming short men. I'm like, you see? Got these hippo body shaming men, but when people say reality, then they get it. It's a problem.
Oh man, I'm gonna stay away from that one.
I'm gonna leave them alone when they don't start costing Medicaid and taxpayers $200 billion a year. Like, do you know what we could do? Like, if half the people in this country started eating better, we could like erase college debt. We could fix water in Flint. We could pay women a salary in a WNBA. We could do a lot of shit.
No man.
Yo, what's up, Ultra? How you, man? I haven't talked to you in a while.
What's good, Chief? I'm good, man. I'm good.
That's my boy Ultra Dog.
Yeah, he Ultra OG. He young, but he an OG, man. So we gonna get right into the podcast before Bond starts, making for of any more demographics.
The After Dark's gonna be lit, especially when we come back from Colombia. You want to be here tonight.
Oh man. All right. Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 330. We in here. Make sure you hit the like button. We are on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. If you want to support the podcast, you can do so through the Patreon or hitting the join button to become a channel member. That'll give you access to the Discord by doing either one of those. I already put up the After Dark question post on patreon.com. So if you have any questions that you want to ask us for the After Dark, anything at all, just go to Patreon. You know, our Patreon link's in the description and you can ask us there. And if you want to submit a video to be featured during the podcast, link is in the description for that also. Appreciate all submissions. Let's get to this intro. All right. Ultra, what's going on, man? How you doing? For the people, I guess, that may not know you, you OG, but let them know where they can find you.
What's poppin', y'all, man? Y'all can go to my YouTube. I'm on at the Nintendo Ultra channel. So yeah, man, I've been dropping some Xenoblade content. So if you interested in that, definitely tap in.
All right. Appreciate you coming on first time. And Blandrew, who is man, you just a member that comes on at this point, like when we desperately need you or when you feel like it.
That's the third time you disrespected me today, BG.
It
hasn't even been an hour.
Per DM on call Weapon Wheel member. How are you?
I'm doing all right. You know, I'll have like one video for the rest of the year. It'll be like a deep dive into Xenoblade 3, but I am working on putting together a podcast. I've got some amazing names and faces from the Nintendo community coming through. I got Player Essence, Stealth 40K on Twitter, Lady Pelvic. I'm even going to try and get Reggie Fils-Aimé on an episode, but I got a lot of Nintendo people coming through.
Well, Blandrew,
that interests you? Check out the channel.
You know who needs to be your first guest on it?
Player Essence? Already got him.
No, I said your first guest.
Yeah, he's the guest.
No, I'm the guest.
So you're trying to bogart his way on
Twitter. I'm coming to collect my apologies. And you know, it is kind of crazy to me. Now imagine this, BG. You hire a nigga who never shows up to work, but he working for himself.
Hey man, I motivated Blandrew to start this podcast. I'm the one who pushed him. I can't be mad.
I know. I just fuck with you.
Yeah. But you know, just you know, since I'm like kind of like a founder and the motivation for you for this podcast, Blandrew, just slide me a little something off the top and we'd be all good, man. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be like press start too.
I got a Caucasian co-host as well, so we're selling out. Sorry guys.
Oh man.
Dang, that's crazy.
You must don't want to talk on your own podcast. That's crazy. White people will not let you talk on no fucking podcast, yo. Blame you.
Oh, that's generalization, Jack. Move. Come on.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean what I said.
All right. Jack, your intro.
Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good week. And yeah, let's get it.
All right. Tony's here. What's going on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm only here for that multiverse greatness talk. Shut your ass up. What is it? Huh?
Okay, you're only here for multiverse. That's good. But one thing I will say about Tony, outside of his couple little mishaps on Weapon Wheel, he wasn't well versed on.
Oh boy!
Everybody be dick riding these. What the fuck do we even call these people that are like want to be girls but they're guys and like they want to be Japanese but they're what do we call these people?
PC gamers.
No, they're not PC gamers. They're more PlayStation gamers.
You mean the people with the anime profile pics?
No, like they catfish. They're like men portraying themselves as women, or they're white portraying themselves. Whatever, I'll think of a good name for them. But Tony be the only one keeping it real in regard to these people. Everybody else is all like, oh, well, we understand why you did it, and you should come back, and it's okay, we forgive. Like, what the fuck? Like, last time I checked, blackface is a big deal. These people are doing way worse than what blackface is. They're literally being like Rachel Dolezal. They're literally trying to be something completely that they're not. To scam people.
And
Shout out, Joe.
Jazzy, you want to do your intro real quick? You're here for one game too, also. Jazzy.
Yeah,
Jasmine.
BG, thanks for having me
Yo,
on.
Jack, you know I'm here for Digimon, obviously.
Hey, BG, thanks for having me on, man. I'm having a good time. Thanks. Fuck you, Landrew.
Jazzy firm. Like I'm just making up names for this thing. Fix your mic. Something wrong. You on mute or something? I don't know. You unmuted, but we still can't hear you. So fix your mic in time for Digimon. All right. Everybody did their intro.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Well,
We ain't need that.
Damn, he did.
So nigga
Nigga been talking for 10 minutes. What the heck?
That's all good. You know, I come back from Colombia. We're gonna have a good show today. We're gonna have a good day today. I saw I wanted them likes up to 300 because Baron won his first match. What is going on? Show some appreciation for your boy. I mean, he's been in matches where people have broken their necks and people have dropped their bussies on him.
No, my
Come on, man.
Already demonetized.
What the fuck is going on?
Already demonetized. Love it. Awesome. Okay. Everybody did their intros. Okay, what I'm gonna start out with? Let's see. Man. We can start out with this GTA 6 shit. Why not? Why not? So Grand Theft Auto 6, we got some details. Came from Bloomberg, Jason Schreier, I believe. So it's pretty much all but confirmed that there is going to be a female protagonist. First time in GTA history, she's going to be Latina, right? And apparently this influence is coming from Bonnie and Clyde. So it seems that there's going to be one male protagonist and one female protagonist. If they saying this is a Bonnie and Clyde influence. The code name for the game has been Project Americas. This game is going to focus. The main location is going to be a fictional version of Miami, so I guess it's like Vice City again. The game will evolve over time, adding new cities. Sounds kind of games as servicey. The game world is already very large, from the start. More interior locations than the previous GTA games. But two things that have fans, I guess, a little bit worried. One community, is worried about there being a female protagonist, right? There was concern. There wasn't that much backlash, but there's certain people who think, who see female protagonists and they think woke, they're going to change the game and all this stuff. But the other thing that got people really worried was them saying that they are trying to avoid certain jokes that punch down at marginalized communities. So the word woke was being thrown around a lot. I think the backlash is really going to come if this female protagonist doesn't look like what people expect her to look like. That's what people are really going to be judgmental about. Then they're really going to call it woke. But
the shaved head on the side.
Yeah, the hipster, the hipster, the shaved head, the mad piercings, the body built like a Benz, that type of shit. What are y'all thoughts?
Are you all fat shaming?
No, I'm not. I'm just I listen. If your body's built like a Benz, I have no commentary on that. I'm just saying that's what people
chill on Jack move.
Well, here's the good thing. At least on the PC version, they'll change that.
Mods.
Yeah. But then again, like it's no different. It could be no different than CJ and San Andreas. You can get jacked. You could go to the gym and things like that.
Maybe. I don't know if they're gonna add those features back, but maybe.
But my main concern is the toning down of jokes. Everybody thought that Rockstar was the last bastion of we don't give a fuck. We're going to do whatever we want. We don't care what anybody else says. But let's be real here. They're never going to make another Manhunt. And I don't know if it was a rumor or was ever confirmed, but the reason they never made another Bully is because they didn't want to make a school Bully game.
Mm-hmm.
So, shit. And another thing, let's be real. If Grand Theft Auto wasn't Grand Theft Auto, they probably wouldn't even make another Grand Theft Auto. Like, the game is too big not to make another game. But the fact that they're trying, we need to get rid of the frat house culture, this, that, and the other, it literally sounds like they hired a black woman at HR. You know the rest.
The only thing...
You know the rest.
This guy Bond is something else.
Yo, you saw what Activision did. Oh, we're hiring diversity, black women and non-binary people. Okay, what about the Hispanics? What about black men? What about Asian? What about everybody? Are there only two minorities, non-binary people and black women? Like, this shit just never fucking stops. You want to change it so you're not punching down? Here's a smarter thing. Hire black people. Hire irregulars. Hire all these people you're claiming you don't want to punch down on. Give them a fucking job. Pay them fucking money. That way you're not punching down on anybody and you're not changing the game.
I've only ever really heard punching down as far as like the LGBT community is concerned. I
hate that term, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think black people, for the most part, really care.
Yeah, exactly,
No.
we don't.
We're probably the least sensitive when it comes to like jokes on this. Like honestly, as long as you don't say nigga with nigga, like bro, we're game for all of the jokes. Like we just say like, yo, just don't be dropping the N-bomb. That's all.
The only thing black people are sensitive about, even more so than the N-word, is calling our women big. That's it.
Oh my god.
You know I'm right.
But yeah,
that's the number one thing.
Don't be disrespecting our bitches. That's fine.
You could call a black dude. You could call a black dude the N-word. It will come off more acceptable than calling a black woman fat.
But as far as the toning down, I guess the toning down of jokes. Not that I like really bought, anybody really bought GTA. I can't wait for the jokes, but it was a part of it. It was the social commentary.
That's
on the
literally
radio.
what it's based off of, though.
Yeah, it's a mirror to society. So I ain't buy the game for it, but it was definitely nice, and they made fun of everybody. That's the thing where I don't feel like they need to like avoid jokes. If you make fun of everybody, then it's no problem. It's the same thing South Park does. South Park is not like, if you watch some of their even recent episodes, the shit they still say right now is insane, right? But you can't really criticize South Park because, bro, they make fun of every fucking body, every walk of life, every social, economic, demographic, whether you're right leaning, left leaning, middle, they make fun of everybody. So as long as you distribute the jokes evenly, I don't see a problem.
They came out with a game called The Ballad of New Yokio. Come on.
That was a good one, Juan. That was a good one.
What we doing right now?
I'm just saying, like,
that was a good one, Tony. You gotta get to him, bro.
I'm just saying, like, Grand Theft Auto has done so much crap. It's like you can't go back now.
Didn't they kill Gay Tony in 5?
No.
Didn't they kill him?
Where did you get in 5?
They killed no. They killed the main character of the Lost. They killed the main character of the Lost and Damned in 5.
Yeah, that's what it
was.
His
name's Johnny, I think. Yeah, they killed him.
I knew a 4 character was in 5, and so
they stomped his fucking brains out. Yeah, he died.
That's kind of crazy. It was Trevor that killed him, right?
Yes.
That's wild.
So they about to turn GTA into Saints Row.
Worse.
Hello, Smoove.
They're about to turn GTA into Saints No.
all right, bro. We had enough of you today, bro.
I mean,
pack it the fuck up, man.
God, here's my next prediction. Here's my next prediction about gaming. There will be complaints about Resident Evil 4 killing a bunch of Hispanic people. I will call that right now.
Oh,
guarantee. Oh, you're going
like 5.
You're going. Yeah, they were complaining about killing black people then. But that was then. This is now. They're going to complain about you going up into Hispanic villages and murdering Hispanic people, Latinos.
I can see Kotaku writing an article about that because they're Kotaku, but everybody else, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't put it past nobody else though.
Or they're gonna be like, how come there's no Latinx, which is an abomination. Like the people in Colombia hate us in America, are destroying their language.
Yeah, Hispanic.
Like,
people hate that Latinx shit.
Yeah, it's like masculine, feminine. Like it. Oh my god,
they hate that shit. Like it's only like politically correct weirdos who like to use that wording, but the people themselves who are that, they say don't use that shit. We hate it.
Yep.
So
because you know who destroys the world. You know who is responsible for destroying the world, Jack.
White women.
White women.
Yes, sir.
So
that University.
Hey, we know Jack not above punching down. You saw the Tony Polanco compilation.
Oh my god!
Why you hating on me, Tom?
Oh my god! Yeah, I bet you if we looked it up, there's got to be like 2 Tony jokes per podcast. Y'all need to stop.
Yeah, and Tony the one that's making them. Ain't that crazy?
It's 50-50.
Nah, man.
We know who. We know who making another one.
Jack, what are your thoughts on this GTA stuff?
I don't like what I'm hearing personally. Not specifically. I mean, I don't give a fuck about a female character. I don't care about that.
That's fine.
I kind of hate that they keep leaning on having multiple protagonists, though. I really don't like that. Yeah, man, it's just the toning down of the jokes, man. The whole point of GTA was to make fun of everybody equally, right? Or just to make fun of everybody. So them trying to censor themselves, and I heard it's an article about them changing the woke work culture or whatever, which that's cool, but I don't know, man. I can see somebody saying, quote unquote woke with this game, and I wouldn't necessarily be angry at that opinion because they're clearly trying to do. And it's gonna be the like it's a games as a service. They leaning in on that. They're gonna make it a platform probably. The shit sounding like it's gonna be trash, but we all gonna buy it and play it. So
I don't think it's as bad as people like. There's some people jumping out the window. Like I still think this is very much going to be GTA, and there's gonna be some crazy shit happening that GTA can get away with. But it may not be what was like the most insane, I don't know, GTA game as far as like the jokes and the commentary.
Whatever one that was hot coffee got banned in.
That was 3.
You talking about that was San Andreas.
It was?
Yes.
Hot coffee was San Andreas?
Yes.
And yeah, I don't even think San Andreas was like bad as far as like the jokes and the social commentary. I don't think that was it was probably it might be 3 or
Did it like Trevor fuck somebody?
Might be 3 or 5.
No, Trevor definitely did some crazy shit. Like, yeah, Trevor did. I think he killed his cousin and his girlfriend for no reason. Like, he was just doing crazy shit, bro.
Yeah,
Stomp that old buddy brains. Yeah,
I think 5 was the craziest, and it probably won't be as bad as 5.
I want to see like GTA Memphis.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Bro,
That'd be pure fuckery.
That shit would be lit. A quick game.
Motherfucker, be about 10 minutes.
You boot up the game, quick encounter, game over.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of which, did they ever find the people that carjacked their mom and your sister?
Not them specifically, but they've been arresting people that's been doing that shit. They arrested like 15 people. It was a 10-year-old. It was a 10-year-old. Him and his dad. They stole a key and robbed like what was it, 6 people? I think something like that.
Fatherless activity.
That's some father-son bonding right there.
That's crazy.
Okay. Any other thoughts on GTA 6?
The girl doesn't bother me. I think the Bonnie and Clyde thing actually sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be like crawling into a taxi as the girl and getting dicked down. It's like,
huh?
Wow. That's what I'm saying. You could be fucking
crazy as hell, dog.
You can smash hose. You can smash hose in the taxis as a guy.
That is a good question because
I'm not trying to like meet up with like, oh, it's Latina girl's boyfriend. What are we doing tonight? You're gonna make me a sandwich and take like no.
No, that's a really good
What you mean? That's a good question.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Like, you crazy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's
what you trying to get into?
Because in all the GTA games, they've always let you smash prostitutes, right?
Yeah.
So if you play as a woman, wouldn't it be unfair if they didn't?
You saying they gotta let you get some dick on there?
They gotta have equality, is what I'm saying.
You guys remember back on the OBG channel when he uploaded the video of him going to the prostitutes? You gonna do that with the female character, BG?
I'm not, but if they're
BG looking for some dick,
you might be the
problem. You so gay. But if they're couples, this is supposed to be a couple, right? This Bonnie and Clyde, like, well, maybe they're not together. Maybe
you might be the prostitute.
Yep.
So they might have a mission where you're in the club stroking some off. Like, I'm not trying to do that shit.
Huh?
I don't know how they're gonna handle this. I really don't, because you gotta have equality. You know, if you the dude and you gonna get some box, from off the street, the chick gotta be able to get what she need too.
And then we also gotta say they're saying they're putting in a woman, but what is a woman?
No, brother.
All right.
Oh, brother. Hey, get to the multiverse topic so I can leave, bro. Get out of here.
I'm gonna pack it up now.
Pack it up, bro. Pack it up
now. Okay. Good combo. Good talk. Okay. Multiversus. This is a brawler game by Warner Bros. It has Warner Bros. Characters. I just learned that Game of Thrones is distributed by Warner Bros. Because people were wondering why the hell is Arya Stark in here?
Yeah, they on HBO.
Game of Thrones owned by, I didn't know Game of Thrones was owned by Warner Bros. Though. I mean, in HBO Max, I didn't know that. So
yeah, they own HBO.
I had no idea. So yeah, that's why Arya Stark is in there. So this game is really popular, right? It's getting really popular. Like the player count is just like it broke some record, or it's like really high or some shit.
Does that have crossplay?
It's the biggest fighting game all at once. Most concurrent players.
Does that have crossplay?
Yeah. It's got crossplay. It does.
Okay.
A lot of my friends that play Smash are playing it.
Yeah, it's free to play.
Fire.
It's if y'all remember that Nintendo brawler came out and that kind of died really quickly. That
Smash Brothers.
What are you talking about, BG?
What I said the Nintendo game, right? I mean
Smash Brothers.
The Nickelodeon. I didn't mean Nintendo. Nickelodeon.
That's the fourth time, BG. Disrespect.
Yeah, I was about to say. I didn't even touch the Nickelodeon one either.
Yeah, the Nickelodeon, that one came and went pretty fast. People really didn't like that. It didn't have like any voice acting. This one does, and from a technical standpoint, they say this one is also better. So
yeah.
Tony, give us your thoughts on this. Give us the rundown. Tell us the truth about you and Kofi. Don't cap. You've been getting smacked.
Of course. I'm gonna speak that truth in here. All right. So the only time I ever played Smash, I'd go over to my friends. He had the little GameCube, right? I'd play over there. I never wanted to play. It's the only game he wanted to play. I actually always wanted to play Saints Row. That fire. But we played a little Smash. I was never really into it like that. Pause. Come on, bro. I was like 10, bro. What you into, Jack, bro?
How old are you?
Come on, bro. So, hey, I ain't BG. Ain't no trench coat, bro. Right? So
I was like to have one of them. All right, never mind.
No, sir. And I was always trying to get out of here. I was always getting cleaned up, this and that. So ever since then, I've been turned off from Smash. But I see Gamer playing this. I'm like, you know what? Let me hop on this. I download it, play with the Discord, clean them up. Only person I ain't clean up is One Night. Facts. Wendy in the chat talking crazy, cleaned them up 9-1. But this is the first Smash-like game I've been into. I was like learning the combos. I was in the lab. Now, I played a little game. Superman was OP. I don't know if he's still OP. I think people kind of learned him now. He's not so nice. But first, I had to play around with a couple characters. I bought Harley Quinn. It takes, maybe you got to play like 8 games. You can unlock a new character. You start off with maybe 4 characters. So a character is like, I believe, it's different prices if you want to get it with the in-game coins. So 1,500, 2,000, and 3,000 gems or coins. And you only get like, if you win a game, you get 16 gems. You get 8 for a match and 8 for a dub. So, but there's like low unlocks you get. So you get 100 for leveling up. You level up yourself and your character. So you get like 200 every now and then. Low challenges, you get a couple coins like that too. So it took me less than an hour to get the 2,000 gems for my first character. I bought the character. I didn't like him at first. Ended up becoming my main. But at first, I didn't like him. So, I was like, you know what? But I bought the new character. I was getting cleaned up. I'm like, man, let me pay some money real quick. You know how I get down. I go by there's different tiers to the pass. So there's a Founders Edition, a level above that, and a level above that too. And all come with different parts. But the first one comes with 15 unlock tokens. There's 15 characters in the game right now. So I bought that. Bought LeBron. LeBron's nice. Good selection of characters.
LeBron's in the fucking game?
Yes, sir.
Space Jam.
Yes, sir. You got a little basketball ability. Him and Harley Quinn, my 2 mains. But the games, I ain't had no issues, connection issues, except when I was playing these King Kapashi, but he's struggling. So
they said this got dedicated servers. Right. Yeah,
I think it's got rollback as well and all those features there. So I wasn't suffering no lag. The game's got combos, depth to it. Good, no one character plays the same. And I don't think, like I said, I went ahead and bought it because I was like, man, I need to change my character ASAP. I'm getting cleaned up. But eventually, I'd say the next day, I already had enough for the new character anyway. So I didn't even need to do it. And I still got 12 unlock tokens. I got enough to buy characters and all that. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's a pay to win type of situation. I just did it because I was trying to get everyone all at once.
Though, correct?
No, I ended up using the character I unlocked on that first day for free. That's my main.
So would you say this game is like for people who are not, Smash fans and Brawler fans, it's like easy to get into even if you haven't played them in the past? This one.
So as someone who only played it like 10 years ago and not touched Smash since, I was like, I was looking at the gameplay. I was like, I could see how this would be fun, but I'm not really into these type of games. But as soon as I hopped on, I'd be like, yo, they look kind of goofy. But as soon as I started playing it, it took me 1 or 2 games to get into it. And the combos are simple, but obviously, like all fighting games, you can press your little 1-2 buttons, but you can learn your combos and get real nice at it. I've been cleaning the Discord out. Like I said, Wendy's 9-1 against me right now. Kofi, last time
thought Kofi said he whooped your ass.
Let me tell you what happened with Kofi, right? So, me and Kofi, I played him as Superman, cleaned him up. I switched to my new character that I bought, cleaned me up. He cleaned me up. I switched back to Superman, he got cleaned up. Later on, I was trying different shit. He cleaned me up. I think he beat me 3 times in a row to 0, right? He posted it to Twitter, everywhere. He posted it to YouTube. Never happened again. The next day, cleaned him up 3-0. And I ain't talking like in just sets. I'm talking about I knocked him out 3 times without him touching me. And then moved on to the next game, cleaned him up. Moved on to the next game, cleaned him up. That boy Kofi sucks. And now you running around saying, oh, he just good because he practicing. He just good because he practicing. I ain't trying to hear it. He was talking crazy. He don't want to post some losses he been taking, but
Damn, bro.
I'm too nice. Other
So
than
you're
one
the
night,
multiverse god right now is what you're saying.
exactly. Other than one night, I'm top of the leaderboard around here.
It's actually a very
anyone
good.
wants smoke, they can get it. But I'd recommend downloading it. It's free. It comes with 4 starting characters. The starting characters you get are good. A lot of people
it's a
are
free-to-play game?
Yeah. A lot of people are maining Finn.
Isn't it
And Finn is a good character.
Isn't it what Shaggy, Wonder Woman, and what
Batman, Superman.
Yeah. Batman. There's the Looney Tunes characters in there too. We just got a new map like 2 days ago. A little Rick and Morty map, and Rick and Morty are coming in August. Both characters, I believe. So it's getting new characters every month. So
The name of the game is definitely a good game. Like, what was it? Nickelodeon All Stars doesn't sound as good as Multiverse.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't call it like Warner Bros. Multiverse or something like that, just to put the branding in front of it or something. You know, Blandrew, are you you shaking in your boots? You know, what if this can overtake the popularity of Smash Bros. Or something like that, become better than the Smash Bros. Community?
Y'all do this with every single little platform fighter that comes out. I'm not worried about this.
Nah. This ain't it. This ain't like that Brawlhalla and all that. This is the real deal here. This is the real deal.
Hey, Ultra, as somebody that plays Smash a lot, I think you even play it professionally. What do you think about Multiversus? Try and bring you in.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, Chief. But
Flash. Wait, my bad.
actually,
Go ahead.
Wait, what? Okay. I actually haven't played the game, so I mean, I don't know, Chief. I mean, from what I've seen, I've seen gamer play, but I don't know, Chief. It looking kind of a bit iffy, but I'll give it a try though.
Okay. I mean, it's that new hotness in the streets.
When you hopping on it, BG, you need to stop ducking, bro.
See, I don't know, man. Like, I'm kind of set in my old man ways where I don't want to try new shit. I know what's my bag, and I'm kind of just like, I'm old.
You like Smash Bros though, right? You said that's one of the few Nintendo games that you won't slander.
I won't slander it. The most I played Smash Bros was back on the GameCube when I had put in hundreds of hours on Smash, but since then I never really played any of them after the one on GameCube. So
hey man, as someone who wasn't into it, this is getting me into it.
Well, BG.
Wait, so Tony, are you interested in trying Smash now, or
it would I like see my favorite part. I don't just play with the Discord. I do play solos and I run online and all that. But a big part of it is, cleaning up the Discord, washing everybody, cleaning them up. Laundromat real talk open over here. I ain't BG.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I like that aspect, and I heard that like they always try to play Smash in the Discord, and that connection they can't do it. So I don't know if the connection was fixed, I'd try Smash again.
let the record show I cleaned up that Discord too when Smash came out?
Oh man. So you think so?
BG, why can't you play? It's not like you got factions to play.
Oh man, I'm
Yeah, BG, what you playing, bro? What you playing right now?
Oh, right now, nigga, not much, nothing. Listen,
man.
I'm be real. I don't. There is no game to play right now. Nothing.
If you're not on the Switch.
BG too busy fighting for his life for PlayStation on Twitter, man.
Nah, I've been getting on their ass too.
Shit.
They the reason I don't got nothing to play right now. No multiplayer and shit.
BG be like, leave Naughty Dog alone. They're trying.
I'm just okay with the.
They're trying.
I'm just okay with that remake, but we talked about that last week.
I wasn't
okay with the
expecting
remake.
Dodge.
Yeah,
I didn't mean it, goddammit.
I'm okay with the remake, man.
That defending them was kind of bullshit, BG.
I'm okay
BG
with
been
the
eating
remake.
dick on the timeline. This shit crazy.
Oh man. Okay, I'm the one eating dick. Who bought the game though?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not broke like you, nigga. Yeah.
You swallowed the dick, nigga. What you talking about?
What the hey, broken. Come on, brother.
My good brother Jack didn't know about that at the time of
Thank
purchase.
you, Landon. I was a lied to consumer, bitch.
So you just had blind faith in your little daddy, you know, that they were gonna deliver, so you bought it anyway without seeing what the game looked like. Okay.
Ain't you been defending them all week on the timeline, my brother?
Hey, I ain't buy the game though. You did.
Yeah, because you a bitch.
He ain't on that OG Capo type of time. That's why.
Hold up. We gotta stop this right now, because I'm gonna need my flowers on this shit, Jack. Did I not tell y'all niggas what Naughty Dog was gonna do? That they weren't gonna change anything. They're gonna spruce it up a little bit. That they were not going back. You guys thought that you were going to get Last of Us 2 gameplay in The Last of Us 1. And I
Abigail and all types of stuff.
It pains my heart to say this. I think Bun was right.
Yeah, I was right.
This, but
oh no,
he definitely did.
I was telling you it's going to be exactly like Demon Souls. You're going to get the same fucking game with a new coat of fucking paint. And they
look, BG still going. Look at him.
But I said that too. Like Bond, I agreed with you then. It was the rest of these niggas that thought they were gonna get some grand new shit. I agree.
I could have swore BG was part of that club.
No,
I don't like.
I never once. Y'all can go back and check the record. Get the weapon.
No,
wheel.
you was one of the people. When they asked would they gonna add new cutscenes or Abby and all that. You was humoring.
Not
I remember you saying no, they not gonna do that.
I believe they were gonna add new things. Not
so
gameplay.
You
wasn't
thought
one
they
of
were
them.
gonna go and do new mocap and bring in the voice actors again to film a whole new story part, but you didn't think they would change the gameplay.
Absolutely not. What game
you're not retarded by the chance.
What remake has done that aside from Resident Evil and Final Fantasy? Like, bro, there was no reason for me to think.
So
that.
you have an answer to your question already. So why are you asking?
Because, bro, Resident Evil and Final Fantasy are the
what
exceptions.
What games did that besides these fucking 4 games I'm about to name?
The exceptions, not the rule. Like,
who said?
Nigga, look at all the remakes that have come out.
Okay, so now devs are showing they know the way. They know better, right?
Listen, all I'm saying is y'all had plenty of history to look back on to see what they would most likely do, and y'all niggas thought they were gonna do something more. I knew they was gonna do less, so I wasn't expecting.
I knew they were going to do less. All right, BG 2022, y'all heard.
I knew what to expect. That's all
I'm
saying.
Get the dick out your brain, BG.
I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying y'all. I don't know why y'all thought they were gonna do. Like, bro, look at what they've done in the past.
You legit just separate said I knew they were gonna do.
Y'all literally thought
that's crazy.
Jack, he thought that they were gonna get factions with us, Richard. Remember?
No, I didn't.
I knew they were gonna do less. Somebody put that on the shirt.
They didn't put multiplayer in the Uncharted remaster. So there's no way I thought they were gonna put in the Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy package. They didn't put multiplayer.
You good, BG? You stumbling?
They haven't put multiplayer in nothing they've done when they've remade or remastered it. Why would I think they're gonna do it now? I pay attention to history.
I knew they were gonna do less.
All I'm saying is this. Sony learned from the masters when it comes to remaking old ass games, ain't they, Jack?
Oh man.
And you know who the masters who the masters are.
The Nintendo?
Yep. They said we're gonna put it out there, we're gonna bump the graphics up full price.
I mean,
that's one thing I'll say Xbox is better at, because their system just up-reses and does all that bullshit. They don't charge their customers fucking full price.
I knew they were gonna do. This is crazy.
Thank
Come on, Jack. I expected less.
Bro,
I never thought I would hear BG say some shit like that.
I don't know why y'all
what
think like,
the fuck?
bro. But hold on, dog. Like, bro,
go ahead, brother.
But we can't, bro. When it comes to PlayStation, you got to keep it real. Most of the time, they do less when it comes to shit like this. When have you ever seen?
Like what?
Like, yo, hold on. Look. When PlayStation, when we learned that backwards, like they were bringing back those old games, right? In PlayStation Plus. What did most people expect? It wasn't even going to have trophies. Why? Because we expect PlayStation to do less.
But they do have trophies. They do have.
Yeah,
trophies.
but people were shocked. Everybody thought there's no way PlayStation is going to add these games and add trophies to them.
The fact that people were shocked just means that people don't expect Sony to do less.
No, they were shocked because they did do more. They expected them to not add trophies at all. Some of them doubted that they would even add these old
for the
games
PS1.
to
Okay, I thought you were
for
talking about
PS Plus and all that. People didn't even expect them to add the old games. And then when they learned that they were adding old games, people didn't even think they were going to add trophies because they expect less from PlayStation. So I don't know why y'all shocked. PlayStation usually does less when it comes to shit like this. The only time PlayStation puts in a real effort is when they're making like a brand new game. When it comes to services, remakes, remasters, they always do the least. That's always been the case with them. So I don't know what y'all looking at to think like, oh yeah, they're gonna really do the most they can when it comes to this shit. They never do. Am I wrong? You let me know
about that, BG.
Remaking the game from the ground up, expect less. What's the point of remaking the game from the ground up if you're gonna make it the exact same?
You already know because people like Rev and people like BG will buy that shit.
But most games have done that though.
Most games have not been fully remade from the ground up and play the exact same, BG. That's a fucking lie.
That's what most remakes have done.
That's a fucking lie.
Bro, okay, Demon Souls rebuilt it's pretty
You
much
are,
they didn't change gameplay.
But you argued that Demon Souls was a different game when you was arguing about it.
I don't consider remakes to be the same game because they play better, but it didn't change gameplay is what I'm saying. Even what was the what's that that Zelda game that they remade? Which one is that, Link's Awakening. They didn't change gameplay in that. It's pretty much, it just looks way better. It's the same game that came out like 30 years ago.
They added stuff to it though.
Yeah. Did they change gameplay? That's what I'm saying.
It's still the same top-down, Zelda game.
And that's my point. Most remakes just do the exact same thing.
But I feel like this is not a one-to-one conversation because we had something to compare the Last of Us gameplay to, right? If 2 never came out, this wouldn't be no argument. But we know they got other shit they could have added that they just chose not to for no reason. Like I don't know, bro.
I get what y'all saying. I'm just saying PlayStation usually does the least, so that's all.
BG hype for them bumbles, chippables, and breakables. Holy.
The world feels alive. It feels lived in. When you
those words were interesting. I was like, since when did niggas use these words?
Bumpables, chippables, and
I was like, what are these words this niggas use?
It feels lived in. You can fall into the character's eyeballs.
What the fuck did Tony just say? And how did you understand that?
That's what the dude said in the video.
Yeah.
He said the game has more bumpables, chippables, and breakables.
Okay.
Gonna make it feel lived in.
Usually they just it's literally just physics. This nigga said bumpables, chippables. I was like, all right, you leaning into this shit. You added some zest onto this.
The on that video was crazy.
He added some zest. He definitely zested it up.
And then Neil had some nerve wrapping that up with not better. No, wait, what was it?
He said not different, but extremely better. Who the fuck even uses terminology like that? Hey man, this game is extremely better than our original game. Huh? Nigga, what?
Hey man. Next on the list.
Not different, just better. That's what he said.
He said extremely better. What the fuck is extremely better, nigga?
Extremely better.
Hey man, let's talk about Digimon.
No one talks like that. Like that's how I knew that pulled it out their ass.
Mr. Jazzy Jefferson. Let's talk about Digimon. I assume you're the only person in here who bought it, correct?
Oh, yep. Absolutely. You already know.
Okay.
I bought it. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Oh, okay. It came out Friday. I saw some. Was it being review bombed because it's not the game people expected it to be? What's going on, man? And tell us about the game.
People are mad about it because it's more of a visual novel than a tactical RPG. But it's been advertised since the very first trailer since 2018 that it was primarily going to be a visual novel straight out the gate due to how the art style looks and everything. Huh?
You were a little quiet, Jazzy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you were a little quiet. You're a little quiet to me.
Oh, shit.
Y'all hear him? I hear him.
I hear him.
You hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
That's better. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, shit. Yeah, people are just having like weird expectations of it because it was always advertised as a visual novel. And plus, you can go to Bandai Namco's Digimon official Twitter tweets, or even in the trailers, and they said visual novel like from the jump of what it is.
I got a question, Jazzy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you expect less?
I knew that was coming.
Absolutely not.
All right, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, because they've already advertised why, like, this whole game itself is primarily based on its story. And the tactical RPG element is just influenced by the choices you make throughout the story of the game. And plus, considering that this game in particular is different, they even said that, and I think they went in the interview, that it's basically been made more like an indie type of game. So this game has like a less of a budget than the other games that they've done before.
Okay. So how do you feel about the game based on what you've played? So this is pretty much a visual novel, and what do you think?
Pretty much. And this game in particular, it's more so for the producer has already said that this is more aimed towards people who are fans of Digimon in particular, but it's a lot more serious than a lot of games are, because a lot of the stories in Digimon games are nothing worthwhile to me, to be honest. But here, this game in particular is more influenced by the anime that people might be remembered of from, because it only has 8 kids and they're all sent away from a camping trip all the way into this world where filled with Digimon. But the way that the Digimon are portrayed, it's kind of feel like they're monsters and animals. Like, there's actually a sense of, what's the word I'm looking for? Urgency when they actually appear, because the whole point of this game is like, because that people and the characters, like these kids will actually die if you make the wrong choice. Because I went into, yeah, and I went into chapter 2. One of the characters, I interacted with one of them. I guess I didn't make the right answer, right? And he got snatched up real fast. So then he gets kidnapped like another Digimon.
So what would you say is the gameplay to, visual novel aspect of this game? Like percentage-wise?
The producer said that the story to gameplay ratio is 70-30.
Wowzers.
So it's basically something to the effect of something like, I guess, Sakura Wars or something like 13 Sentinels, something to that degree, I guess.
Okay.
It's a book.
The only problem I have with this game without ever even playing this game is, why did this game come out right next to Xenoblade Chronicles 3?
The thing about that is Bandai Namco announced the date like the day before Xenoblade 3 got moved up. Because this game has already been delayed. This game was originally supposed to come out in 2019. It got delayed in 2020. Obviously, it got delayed the year after that because of COVID. And then it got delayed again because they had to switch development teams to like finish up on the game. So they can't delay like another 4th or whatever time, because they would have got killed for some shit like that.
You're right.
Okay. I'm looking at the gameplay of it right now. Yeah, I would never play this.
Fuck, that's cool.
Yeah, but I'm very selective. I won't even play shit like Persona because they talk too damn much. So ain't no way I could play a game where it's literally a visual novel and they're mostly like talking and you're choosing, I guess, dialogue and decisions and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how is the combat of the game? Is it any good or?
To me, the gameplay is actually a lot more than I even expected. I was expected to be like kind of like simple, but it's actually more than that. For instance, the karma system, that's pretty much like the alignment system in like Shin Megami Tensei uses, is actually influences into battle, and you can actually recruit Digimon just like the Demon negotiations, but based on like if you have depending on your alignment or karma, you might lose the chance to even get a Digimon based on what type they are, because the type that the Digimon are based on what your karma is, and you can see how many points you have. But in the more gameplay wise, they actually have it to where like you can do more points for like side damage, or just attacking them from the behind, or like team attacks.
Children, go ahead, Jazzy.
Hey, fall back, big dick Nick.
Huh?
Yo, Yo!
What?
All right,
What
man.
in the world?
Y'all acting different today.
Get controller podcast, VG.
Get
You're
nigga.
You're the. I heard you were the leader. Remember?
Oh, they did say that.
Oh
God. I don't like that role sometimes.
Yeah.
So you've been enjoying the game, Jazzy?
Oh, absolutely. It's probably one of the best narratives that the Digimon has ever had, even more so probably than the anime so far, because it's intended for a more mature audience, because all the animes up until this point have been obviously for children. So
I
it's
disagree.
obviously made for an older fan base.
I think only the American versions are made for children. I've seen the Japanese versions, and some of the Digimon's got guns and gats and all kinds of rockets and shit. Be blowing niggas up.
Yep.
Smoove, you had asked me something. I don't know. I think you're still driving. I don't know if you're still there.
Is that a thing? Is it like?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I was asking because you said you wouldn't play like graphic novels and stuff, and I was like, last week we were speaking about As Dusk Falls. So I was like, so you don't plan on playing that game?
I literally have a review code sitting in my mailbox for that game, and I've been trying to give it.
That's a good game.
I tried to give that game away to several people, and they rejected me. Like I said, free. Like I was trying to give it away for free, and people would not take it from me, bro.
And you let Jack buy that game with all that?
Jack bought it before I had it.
Well, I got
it
it via Game Pass, but you know BG don't.
Okay.
I expected less Blender. It's cool.
Okay.
Oh, man.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been trying
But
to give that game away.
And people are giving this Digimon game a smear campaign because they're just fucking dorks. Like they expected like mainstream they expected mainstream marketing for like a visual novel. And they're saying that game that has never been advertised, even though it's been in Anime Expo twice. There's already a dev diary, and there's been plenty a bunch of trailers. But you know how these dork ass weebs are. They want to make narratives for these niche games that they weren't even paying attention to and wouldn't even support in the first place. So they gotta find some dumbass fucking reasons to not support it. Just say you're not interested in the game, and that's fine. Because I'm not expecting everybody to play Digimon. It's a Digimon game, bro. I'm not expecting everybody in the world to even play this game or even know this game even exists. And that's totally fine with that.
Yeah,
but huh?
That's right.
You all right, brother?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's like
Because
you
you're
get
not
something-
okay at home? No, because you see this narrative all the time with stuff like Sony Japan Studios. You see this with like other niche Japanese games all the time. That these people say, oh, blame the marketing this, blame the marketing that, as if everybody's gonna like everything. And they never even bring up the games that that had good marketing that still flopped, like Guardians of the Galaxy or Days Gone or shit like that.
I appreciate the way you're standing up for the games
BG,
you love,
where did this new thing come from, BG?
The new what?
You keep going.
I do that with certain topics.
Is that that's crazy? Like you really not listening to what the fuck you're saying? BG, like that's very intriguing. Very.
I hate Jack because he always exposes what the fuck I'm doing. Like that's like that's like when a nigga talking to you about some shit you don't care about. You be like, word. That's crazy, fam.
That's funny.
That's word.
You just started doing this shit. Like,
I hate Jack because like,
yes, sir.
No, it's just I'm confirming and affirming. I hear what Jazzy is saying, and I appreciate his information and commentary on this game that obviously I don't care about, but I appreciate him talking about it. That's all.
Thank you, sir.
But Jazzy, you said we're getting a review out of you or something, right?
Yeah, I am. After all this capping and tap dancing and shit I've been doing for this game, absolutely.
As you should. There you go.
Hey, you guys might see a little Multiversus review from me too.
Nobody asked about that. Nobody
Cooking up with Alex video.
Nobody asked about that. Hold on.
Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. What are you doing, bro?
He's number 2 in the community right now.
Speaking of reviews, it's a damn shame we didn't get Elden Ring reviews, boys.
Oh man, you got one from me?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I want to move on to something real quick. Our
Hey,
PC
hold on. Let's not move on just yet. You see what BG did? He tried to be slick, drop that 40-minute let's talk about it video instead of a review. You know, slick, bro. We peeped
Hey
that,
Tony,
BG.
there was a lot of aggression
leave me alone.
about Elden Ring and BG's video, wasn't it?
I saw it, bro. I saw it.
Yeah, like I
Hey,
don't know.
I love Elden Ring. what y'all talking about.
No, it seemed like you were extra critical on that game because people used it to attack Horizon.
No, not at all. I just don't like how.
Man, I remember
that had nothing to do with it. It's the hype beast who haven't played any other Souls game, and they're acting like this shit was revolutionary. That's what bothers me. You know who the hype beasts are. There's hype beasts around here. Y'all know their names. But I want to get to our PC brethren, right? So this week,
mental illness.
We don't. Nobody claim that, man.
Some of
our mental illness.
Some of our beloved PC brothers, went and they forsaked their golden 60 frames per second rule.
Real quick.
BG, before you even get this, I need you to put this on screen right here.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
I came with receipts.
There's a couple things.
Right to the chat. I need you to post that right to the screen so everybody can see this.
I got you.
I came with receipts. Yes, sir.
Their golden 60 FPS rule in the wake of getting Gabe's Steam Deck in their hands, and apparently it just turned them out. Just everything that they stood for.
It wasn't in their hands.
Pause.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they got something else.
Wasn't even
No. Listen. That whole Alex situation, there was two things. First of all, he says he was a believer. And then the second part is he loves to point to this second sentence. Oh, what does the second sentence say? He was just yelling over Bond, thinking he was killing him with the facts, man.
That's what he always
the whole time he says it isn't as good as a baseline. When you say as good, it implies the previous thing is still good. Otherwise, you wouldn't say the as part. You would say it's not good.
Right,
so the
Tony,
second sentence doesn't save him.
I'm gonna let you go off, Tony. I'm just gonna set the table for you real quick.
Nah, go ahead.
All right, so as y'all see, this article right here, Ratchet and Clank. What is this dated? This is dated pretty much 2021, July 20th, last year. Now, we've been hearing it for the longest that, PlayStation and Xbox, they can't do 4K 60, they have to do 4K 30, they have to do these fidelity modes. And then we hear about a 40 FPS mode on 120 hertz technology. That way you can get the full 4K experience, the smoother experience. We had to listen to PC gamers shit on consoles. Oh, it's not 60. Anything less than 60 is trash. Which I agree. That is my opinion and philosophy as well. But we weren't hearing this whole 40 frames per second is believable and good and beneficial last year when Sony started doing it.
I think Xbox did this with a game also.
Yeah,
so,
we weren't hearing none of this. We were hearing anything less than 60 is trash. 33 unplayable. 60 is not very playable. I mean, we've been hearing people like Alex them say, "Oh, but I play at 120. I don't even play at 60." 60
Bond. That's what he told me. He told me 120 should be the new standard.
Exactly. Now all of a sudden, Gabe be shoving a. How big's the Steam Deck? I don't know. That's a big flag device.
A couple inches.
Yeah. The fucking Gabe Newell showed up on Black with a Steam Deck, and Alex over. And now Alex thinks 40 frames is good. I mean, he's saying it's not a big deal. Like, look, the problem isn't the 40 frames. The problem isn't the 30 frames.
It's the messenger.
Exactly. Yeah. Y'all already know if I were to come out tomorrow and say, "Oh, I'm enjoying this game at 30 and 40 frames per second," y'all would look at me like I'm crazy, especially Jack.
Even if objectively 40 is better than 30, we're not trying to hear it from you because you was told anything less than 60
exactly
was previously. It's like, come on, bro.
Because Jack, how many times did I tell you I'm not playing this game on PlayStation despite it being good, despite everybody liking it? Jack, it's not 60. I'll wait till it's 60 on PS4, or I'll wait till it's 60 on PS5. And then when I played The Last of Us Remastered on PS4 or Spider-Man and The Last of Us 2 on PS5, played at 60, I enjoyed it. But I'm not playing it at 40. And for people saying that, oh, 40 is new, no, it's not new. I remember the days of Fraps BG. Remember that old ass program?
Yep.
In like 2009, I don't even know if I probably removed it because you told me to remove all my stuff, my gaming stuff, to get
partnered,
monetized and stuff back in the day. But when I was playing like Borderlands 2 with like Huntmaster Flex and Borderlands 1 and recording and uploading with Fraps, Fraps was demanding. I was playing in 40 frames back then to record. And no, that shit does not feel good. Like, this is like a person saying, I eat steak and nothing is good for me but steak. But now all of a sudden he's saying, but you know, I'm a believer in McDonald's hamburgers now. I fuck supermodels, but you know what? These fat bitches are believable now. Like, you can't be saying this shit. And like
especially when you base your whole personality bashing fat women for the
Exactly.
past few years.
And Tony is right. Nobody is denying that 40 is better than 30. But the dude, the homie Alex, and all these PC versions that they cater to, they literally said anything under 60 is trash. And hell, most of them say that they don't even play at 60, they play at 120.
And then when the Series X and the PS5 came out at 60 as a standard, that was unacceptable. 120 was the new standard.
Yep, tell them, Andrew. But
the crazy thing is, Bond, they used to be like, y'all, man, the reason I'm stealing Nintendo games is because they're not at 60 frames per second, man. That's simply unacceptable. Then the Steam Deck comes out at 1/3 of 120, and all of a sudden these guys are like, bruh, 40 frames, man, that's the new hotness, bro. You really got to check it out.
Oh, my. But yeah, it gets worse, Blandrew. Here's the worst thing. Fanboys are like a circular logic. It all goes in circles. You got guys telling me now, but it's a portable. What did you expect? I was like, oh my God, here we go. But it's portable. But it's portable. Now, it's funny because when the Nintendo guys were saying, but it's portable, they weren't given the benefit of the doubt.
Nope.
When that man was, saying, but it's portable, they weren't. But, when, Gabe Newell be taking him in the back room with that big black device. I mean, the Steam Deck might as well just be a giant dildo for some of these people.
It's like I told you, the Steam Deck is everything they hate about the Nintendo Switch. But they seem to love that for whatever reason.
All the logic goes out the window once it arrives.
Andrew's 100% right, because
I remember the Switch OLED was announced like a week before the Steam Deck came out. Everybody was like, man, I ain't trying to play on the go, man. Why can't Nintendo make a home console? Portable gaming's trash. And then the second the Steam Deck came out, all of a sudden it was, bro, $1,000 for 40 frames? 2-hour battery life? A giant bezel? Sign me up.
So
giant
bezel. Yeah, so here's how consistent I am with who I am. Because Tony watched it when Alex was trying to grill me. Alex goes, so if you wanted to play a game on the go and you can't run it at 60, well, aren't you going to run it at 40? So I was like, Blaze, tell him what I would do. What do you think I would do in that situation, guys?
Not play it.
Not play it.
Exactly. I was like, if I can't play it at 60, I would just play it on my desktop.
What killed me about Alex is, bro, he was trying to avoid this L so bad. Like, he really made it seem
you see him dancing?
Like, the second sentence that he wrote somehow, like, saves him
that
from
magical second sentence?
Yeah, like, bro, what? How does your second sentence stop you from being a hypocrite? Like, you once you make it, like, a definitive statement, 60 or less is not acceptable. Anything else you say that's of you accepting something under 60, that means you are contradicting yourself. You are a hypocrite. It doesn't matter if you say, oh, even if you say it's not as bad as I thought, or I'll play at 40, but I prefer 60, that's still a contradiction. I don't know what
that man threw his PS4 in the lake. Come on, bro.
BG, I put some more images up for you.
Yeah.
In the Twitter DMs that you can show the people. Like this right here has been the ultimate hypocrisy, because this isn't something that, they were doing for a week or a month or a year or even a generation, and they changed their minds. This 60 frames or higher narrative has been around since 2008-9 here on YouTube. Now, I've always said I'd play 720p at 60, so I'm not going with that whole 1080p thing. But this whole narrative has been around since 2008, 2009. And here we are 15 years later almost, and now all of a sudden, like, this is absolutely insane. There's nothing anybody can say. We are 13 years later. Oh, now we're going to revert our standards back to mind blown.
That boy Gabe, man, he got some good skills, man. Just making them like forsake everything they stood for like that quick. I was like, this is insane.
The thing is, BG, PC gamers stand for absolutely nothing. There was again, like this isn't even just a generational thing. For years they've been trashing PlayStation exclusives, but I'm now talking about a whole slate, man. Can't wait.
And that's why, unfortunately, there were more images, BG, you could throw up there.
Yeah, I'm throwing up all of them. You know what's crazy that I also heard him say? It was on Blaze and Rev's podcast.
You can read these out, BG, for the people.
Oh yeah. I mean, he said like, the Steam Deck has made me a believer in 40 FPS. It's not as good of a baseline to have as 60, but it's insane how devs aren't shooting for 40 instead of 30. It's a huge difference. Somehow, that's that magical second sentence.
That second sentence still advocates for 40 FPS though. That's the crazy part, because it says as good of a baseline, so it implies it's still a decent baseline.
Yeah, he said 60 FPS or it's trash, right? That's the big one. 60 FPS or it's trash. Once you say that, there's nothing else you could say.
There's no coming back.
Another thing Alex said that was kind of crazy to me, like he said what people don't understand about the PC master race, it's not the hardware that makes you the master race. He was like, it's the flexibility of PC gaming or some bullshit like that. Man, it's definitely that's what they brag about. It's the hardware that allows you to have certain performance. He's like, no, it's the freedom and the flexibility. Shut your dumb ass up.
They don't even like the flexibility of PC gaming, because if anything's not on Steam, they get mad.
Yeah. Thank you.
Like, God forbid you gotta download a 50 megabyte fucking.
They like the illusion. They like the illusion of freedom.
Blandrew brought up a good point. Repeat that point, Blandrew.
They don't like the flexibility of PC gaming because the second something's not on Steam, they're upset by it.
Exactly. How big of a deal did people make about the Epic Game Store? Or remember when Alex was talking about how in love he is with GOG, and then when Kofi asked him how many games he had on GOG, it was like 8.
They started talking about communism at one point too.
These niggas be dancing, bro.
Like, do people understand now? In days while I was like these born in broadband PC gamers, these new age PC gamers, I have completely I pretty much started the PC community here on YouTube in our little sector, but I have completely disassociated myself with it. All these new age PC gamers are, I remember when Bond was the big PC guy. Yeah, because I don't deal with y'all anymore. I don't subscribe to your craziness. You're in a completely different generation. I'm the Jordan generation. You are the LeBronification.
Yo, Jack, I don't know if you saw it, but one time this guy was in my mentions all day about PC this, PC that, right? And he was arguing with everybody. I didn't respond to him, right? But I'm like, yo, who is this guy in my mentions all day? I click on his account, right? First tweet I see is pinned, right? He says, can't believe this is the best experience I've had in gaming for years, and like over 10 years, this and that, right? And it's a screenshot of God of War on PC, right? I'm like, bro, you could have played this 4 years earlier.
That dude.
And then, yep. And then I was like, yo, you could have played this 4 years earlier, right? He responds, not 120 frames, ultra wide support, right? Bro, if you look at his screenshot, it says 40 frames in it. Come on, bro. And I asked him what it was, and he was like, yo, the area's loading in. If you know anything about games, you know it drops when a new area loads in. I'm like, yeah, but if you're playing it at 120, why would it drop to 40? He was like, yeah, my ultra wide only supports 60 hertz. I'm like, huh? I was like, come on, bro. It's not even matching his argument.
It's like, oh my God. Like, Bland, like, I wish more people would just make videos exposing these people, because the problem with the newer age PC gamer is they feel like they're above everything and they're above hypocrisy when they kind of contradict themselves more than the console gamers these days.
Hey Bond, you want to know why you don't feel part of the PC community anymore?
Because I disowned them. I've made videos disowning them.
No, it's because they've essentially devolved into the Xbox community. If you look around, the most
where do you think they came from? Where do you think
they came from? Yeah, they just reverted.
Like the most poppin' PC channels around are the ones that talk about console peasants. Like the PC channels now are like safe havens.
Safe havens, yeah, for young white virgins.
Yep. Yeah, and again, even just trying to talk about these guys or expose them, doing that is bad for business if you're trying to start up a Twitter or a YouTube, because that's what these guys live for. They'll come to your video, they'll send their flock
They
of
talk about
nerds to your
salt
comment
this, salt
section, they'll
that.
flag you
Oh,
up. So that's the reason nobody really goes after these guys.
They all share the same stupid little fan base. Or the same large fan base. It's the whole Rags, Fratanga, like it's all a giant splinter of Rags. From Rags to Griffin Gaming to like Fratanga, now Alex has picked up that whole community is all shared and pooled.
Even Griffin Gaming even changed the way he talked now.
Yep, and he was originally these people were mostly originally Xbox guys or people originally begging their parents to buy them rigs because they couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
Alex,
No, I agree.
Go ahead. Smoove.
No, I completely agree. Like I used to, like I had like I think Griffin Gaming on Planet Xbox before. Like now he stretches his words and all this other shit. And like,
Hey,
like,
kids,
nah,
Smoove, I'm
they all
playing on
do.
the PC, right? You know, it's pretty amazing over there, dude.
Yeah, like this is what I do, and then and
he's wearing fancy pants now.
Yeah, back in the day, he used to sound like an Xbox warrior, real proud and stern with his voice. But now it's just, hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Griffin Gaming, dude.
tell you, PC gaming feminizes fucking men. So,
oh god,
oh man,
and like think about the games that PC gamers used to be into, and now we're talking about censorship of weeaboo games and waifu simulator, just all kinds of
Black D gamer.
Yeah, all kinds of stupid crap. Like for example, PC gamers used to be like, this isn't really an opinion. We go back in the day, like there was just a higher level of skill on a skill games cap for people that gamed on PC as opposed to consoles. That's what it was. Nowadays, I would disagree, or maybe it's kind of more equal, but PC gamers really aren't known for being the best gamers. They're just known for being stupid and wild.
Yeah. Well, Alex is gonna he may use this as material on his channel because y'all know what he do, but he got to hold that up. I don't care what he do. Everybody was giving him the L too. Like he just
pretended everyone couldn't read.
It had a lot of likes, though,
yeah. It's the whole community that can't read. Everybody else is wrong, Alex. Like everybody else.
It's not just me. It's Xbox, Nintendo, PC, play. Every form of gamer knows he's wrong. Yeah. Except for his stupid little goofy fan base and that whole little teenage version white fan base. The funny thing about it also is, what was I about to say? I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, here's what to say. There is nobody that puts a face to camera that agrees with him. Period. No face, no case. There's not one person willing to get in front of a camera and co-sign that bullcrap. They're all hiding behind cameras and slideshows and cartoon characters, you name it.
Hey, Jack.
What up?
Is it time we finally admit that PC gamers right now serve zero purpose in the gaming community?
No, y'all trying to excommunicate the. It just sound like
I'm serious right now. You can't ask these people for help. I remember one time I was having problems connecting my Xbox controller, and I was like, "Yeah, man, it was working last night." Then I shut it down, and he was like, "You shut down your PC? What's wrong?" I was getting.
They rather make you feel stupid than actually you know help you out. It's just a weird thing. It's a weird way of thinking.
You sound like you talking about like a PC gamer genocide or something, Blandrew.
Back in the day, BG will tell you, PC gamers used to be very helpful.
Oh boy, the two PC Power Rangers just came in here. Go ahead.
Wonder Twitch Power Activate.
No, y'all talking a lot. You guys are talking a lot of shit.
Wait. Did you
I'm cool. You guys talking shit about the new age ones. BG, hold on. I'm cool. You guys talking shit about the new age gamers, the new age PC gamers, but we try to revert back to like as a community as a whole, especially the old school guys like myself. That's where I gotta have a problem, man. You guys run into all the new age PC gamers, and you think they're all the same, and that ain't the case.
The new age ones are the same, and unfortunately, us old are a minority now. That's just the facts. You got to.
Those are phonies. They're not real PC gamers. That's what I've been saying for years.
We are the minority now.
So
Blandrew, what did you say about PC gamers becoming irrelevant?
Oh yeah, Blandrew being retarded. Nintendo's been irrelevant. What about that?
PC gamers in the community right now, they serve zero purpose.
Blandrew is not
what does Nintendo serve?
The most purpose.
They do shit since the 90s. Nobody cares about them.
They do. No, they
What?
do because y'all motherfuckers pirate them and brag about the games that you
I don't have
also
no
enjoy.
Nintendo games.
That is true. I've been seeing a whole lot of
Nintendo
Steam Deck
game.
videos with nothing but Nintendo
God.
games on them.
Those are the fake PC games.
Yo, BG, you can't even speak. You and Jack share games. Isn't that a form of stealing?
What they got to do with anything?
One racing.
Hold on.
Don't try to turn this around. We
Nah,
PC
you
gamers
try to
right
play
now.
fear that they're
We
stealing.
start
You
with
do the
I
same
pay,
shit.
I pay for my game, sir. I pay for my game.
You do the same shit.
BG,
That's
get these
stealing.
Power
That's
Rangers
stealing
out of here. We
PlayStation
got
games on
PC Power
PlayStation, if
Rangers?
anything.
They can come in and after dark and talk about
No,
this.
wait, real quick. Did y'all time that? Time that?
No,
entry? Y'all came in at the same time.
I didn't even know he was coming in. I
They
just
put
popped
holes
in.
start tingling at the same time, and they decide to hop in the
Oh
Discord.
God.
Nah.
But yeah,
Just know, everything you have is because of PC. Just know that.
I am going to say Blandrew is right though, because unfortunately, the majority of PC gamers aren't like myself or aren't unlike the old guard. Back in the day, everybody would be willing to help you game on PC and help and things on that nature. People would be happy to help. I made a video asking help for emulation.
Yeah, their new thing now is sorry, PC gaming is full, can't help you.
Yep, exactly. Oh, we don't want you here anymore. I mean, this is the gentrification of broke ass PC gamers, and when we let broke ass niggas move into the neighborhood, now all of a sudden they don't want to be a part of the community or pay their neighborhood watch dues.
This might be karma for Bond. Let's peep what's going on. Think about where these people came from, and think about what Bond like to make fun of. All these, if Xbox wasn't dog shit, people would. That's what happened. People got ashamed to admit that they were Xbox fans, right? They was bringing their games to PC anyway. Why not? Now I'm a PC guy. It ain't no coincidence, bro. Come on now, and that's what
my
it
fault.
Because you've been making fun of Xbox.
You
know what I'm saying?
We shouldn't be Xbox fans.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You get ostracized for being an Xbox fan, right? But if you say I'm a PC guy, even though all you do is play, you still fuck with that. There you go.
Yep,
hey man,
Spencer's fault.
They'll reveal their
Yeah,
sexuality
him too.
before they reveal they're an Xbox fan.
Fact. this shit came all the way full circle, bro. It's crazy.
Man.
It's crazy.
But yeah, I don't understand how it's nuts. Like how any of these people are thinking like that. This isn't like this is possibly one of the biggest L's in the community, period.
Well,
I've not seen any flip-flopping of this magnitude in the longest time.
Thanks.
Sad day for gamers, man.
It's Xenoblade time, y'all.
Real quick, BG, before y'all go there, I just gotta say one thing about that whole Alex tweet. The funniest thing about this whole thing is he's saying he avoided the L when he factually, grammatically took a L for that idiotically made tweet. He contradicted himself not only from what he said prior, but with the first two sentences of that tweet. He says he's now a believer of 40 FPS on the Steam Deck because of the Steam Deck. A synonym of believe is to accept. But then he goes on later to say, no, 40 FPS still isn't acceptable. It's just better off than 30. But in his own tweet, he used a synonym that means to accept. That he now accepts 40 FPS. So, dude, so, and this is the same Alex that would usually person himself if he even so much as misspells a word. But he made a huge ass grammar mistake like that. And because of his incel group of fan base, they're all thinking that, oh no, I know what he was trying to say. I know what he was trying to say. I even agree with the point he was trying to make. But he worded that tweet poorly. He held the L. But because of his echo chamber full of PC incel virgins, he actually thinks that he didn't say anything wrong. That's the craziest part.
See what he did? He was in damage control so bad. He pulled up to Blaze podcast and ain't even turned the lights on. He was in the dark.
Yo, he had his followers were coming after me like I was crazy. Dudes were trying to change the definition of believe and acting like the second sentence somehow erases the first. I've never seen such mental gymnastics going on over a fact. This was
going after PC gamers is bad for business.
This was like that account that was some Alex Jones type shit. I've never seen that in my life.
No, he was definitely Gabby Douglas that day. Don't get it twisted. That nigga was doing a whole bunch of backflips and the gymnastics was crazy. So
That's all I had to say though. But yeah, like that's the funniest thing about it. No matter how he tries to spin it, factually he took an L, and he won't do it. I guarantee if you were to show that tweet to anyone that's actually got like a degree in in teaching English or grammar in general, they're gonna say he contradicted himself in the first two sentences. So he can hold that L. Alex, go ahead and use it for footage, bro. I appreciate the hustle. Make that money, bro. I support it.
They was I
That
seen one
$2
nigga.
CPM.
I seen one nigga calling them oh no it's 40 frames. I seen that shit.
Oh my God.
That joint had me crying. I was like, hey man, okay. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, the Nintendo banger, right? They've been waiting on this one. They were very excited for this one. I'm gonna let Blandrew and Ultra take this one over. Y'all tell us about this, man.
Hold up. Before y'all start, I'm gonna tell you right now. Any spoilers, I will murder both of you.
What the fuck?
Wait, did you ever get around to part 2 yet, or no?
No. I will play part 2 on emulation after 3.
After 3, I would. Okay.
I mean, wait, hold on. That's actually a good point. Is 3 a sequel to 2 or its own game?
It's its own game, but there are connections to both games.
All right, that's fine. I'll play 3 first.
Yeah. Y'all tell us about this apparent greatness.
I'll let Ultra start it off.
Also, when's my game coming?
It said like 5 days, 3 days ago or so.
All right, so it'll be this week. Okay, continue.
But I still got to take it to the post office and ship it to your place.
Oh, okay. Next week.
Dang, I forgot he got the special edition, right? Dang, that's crazy. Anyway, so I only played like a few hours of this game. I don't know where you were at, Blandrew. Okay, so I didn't go like sicko mode on this joint. But what from what I played though, okay, the first few hours, my G, yeah, that joint's fire. The music is hitting like usual. The story is hitting like usual. No spoilers, of course, because of Bond. The combat once again on point. One thing I don't know if you peep this, but you could actually fight in the water. Did you peep that?
Yeah, I know. I spent like 5 minutes trying to lure a crab to the shore, but I just went in the water and just started attacking them, and it worked. Fire.
Yeah, that's
how BG that might sound like a small little thing, but in the Xenoblade series, the only way to attack like underwater enemies was to either lure them to the beach, or if you were in like Xenoblade Chronicles X, you would have to get onto a little scale and then fight them while hovering over the water. So it's nice to just be able to go in the water and fight them.
Yeah. And I don't know what happened though. On Metacritic there was like a review bomb as well. I don't know what they were complaining about, but yeah, bro, I don't know, man. Yeah.
Okay. Right now it's at like a 90 on Metacritic, I think. So of course
I think it's at 80, 89. It was like 90 at first.
It was at a 90 though.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else you got to tell us, Blandrew?
It's a really good game. I was looking forward to this game for a long time. What I do like is, hold on, let me close this app real quick. It's giving me an echo. What I do like is that they did like a it's kind of like a combination of everything that they learned within the Xenoblade series all the way up from 1 to X. So you've got like certain characters will play totally different. Like I remember when I was playing with the main character, and then when I switched, his combat system is more in line with the Shulk from Xenoblade Chronicles 1. It's more time-based orientated. But when I switched over to Mio, the female protagonist for the other colony, she played more like the characters from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, where you were constantly getting meter for your special attacks by doing auto attacks, which was very cool because Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is actually my favorite combat in the entire series. From Xenoblade Chronicles X, they included the whole class-based system, so now you're not tied to one class. So the main character isn't the only person that can be, wield the Monado. You can be a healer class, you can be the tank, you can be whatever you want to be in this game. They also, if you're familiar with Xenoblade, it's again more or less the same type of game. They just added more layers onto it. Like one of the new things they added to the game was it's like these little rings on the battlefield. So whenever you're on a battlefield, it could change the effects of whatever you're doing in combat. So one person can have like a an effect that constantly gives you more health, or an effect that constantly raises your evasion while you're in the circle, or it, gives you better defense or something like that. They also seem to increase the distance, so you don't have to be all up on the enemies to attack them at this time, because I think they're trying to account for the rings that they do use in this game to boost certain stats and everything like that. The story, it's more in line with Xenoblade Chronicles 1. It's definitely a lot more darker and depressing than Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and X, which is really good. So, yeah, it's kind of got this Final Fantasy X vibe to it. If you remember, like Yuna, she was able to send off the spirits of the departed or whatever and send them to the afterlife. That's basically what the main character's mission in this game is. He's an off-seer, so he sends off the souls of the people to wherever they go. It's like, I think they call it homecoming or something in this game. Whenever they reach 10 years, they can only live for 10 years in this game before they die, or they have to go back to their creator or something like that. So that's his main job in the game. He's 9 years into his term. That's what they call it. He's 9 years into his term, and he's got like one more year before he passes away or whatever. So they're trying to find out. It's kind of got that finding out the true meaning of life thing. What's everybody's purpose in life? So it's really good. They're trying to defy their master type deal. So really liking it.
Your nominee?
Absolutely.
No, definitely.
Yeah, the only thing I'm kind of having a problem with right now is the soundtrack. The battle themes are all really good, but as far as the overworld themes, I don't think they're hitting as much as Xenoblade 2, X, Torna, or Xenoblade 1. But that's just right now in the game. Everything is very somber and melancholy, but there was a part in the game where I did step into like an open field area and things did starting to brighten up a little bit more. So hopefully things change as I further progress throughout the game.
How's that frame rate?
It's all right. If you've played Definitive Edition, it's around what you can expect from there. It's not like Xenoblade 2.
Did you play in was it handheld mode, Blender?
No, not yet. I'm recording footage, so.
Okay, so it's actually better than Xenoblade 2, because Xenoblade 2 and handheld was dog water. So
yeah.
Yep.
Nintendo owns Monolith, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What do y'all think? Because there was some dialogue on Twitter. People feel
about Sony
like,
fanboys being mad about 30 frames or.
Oh
yeah,
no.
Some of them feel that the game would be better on other platforms. So they're saying it should, go to whatever platform, PC or Xbox or PlayStation. They feel like it would be a better game on other platforms because the Nintendo is weaker. How do y'all feel about that? Knowing Nintendo owns Monolith.
I mean, they're not wrong. Every game would be better on a 3090 Ti, right? But the bottom line is, it's not there. It's on Nintendo, so if you want it, that's where you play it. If you don't want to play it, support the developer and do things a different way like I do.
And for as grind heavy as it is, I think a portable system would probably be the most beneficial system to have it on, so it is what it is.
I mean, we just talked about the PC dudes, but I already saw the usual suspects, already playing, showing the screenshot of them playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3 on the Steam Deck.
Oh, you talking about Blessed Red?
Each and every last one of them are blocked, and again, it goes back to what I'm saying about them having zero purpose in the gaming community. But go ahead.
Yeah. One of them was like PC terrorist, like has a huge following, like some ordinary gamer, I think his name is. He was pioneering the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then they wonder why Metroid didn't sell as much as it did.
Thank you.
Yeah, I find it so weird, man. Shout out to Bless. We all love Bless. Well, besides Blandrew, we love him. But like,
I don't like him.
I can't understand. I personally can't understand this crusade that he has for Nintendo, where it's like, yo, I love all your games, but I'm also on a crusade to make sure I never buy any of them ever again. Like, that's weird to me, bro. That doesn't make sense.
The crazy thing is everything that PC gamers have been standing for over the past few months have been blowing up in their face. I remember one of Blessed Red's talking points was, man, see, Nintendo treats their fans like trash, man. They hate their fan base, this, that, and the third. Smash rights are human rights. I'm like, slow down, Blessed Red. They're not human rights. They don't deserve any rights, honestly. And then, you got this whole situation. I tried to tell everybody, Nintendo is in the right by not supporting the Smash community. It might seem like I'm damage controlling right now, but you're going to start to see little demonic stories come out from the Smash community, and then you'll see that I was right in the end.
You were.
He never came back
Yeah.
to me, told me that I was right. Now you're starting to see 40 frames is okay. So all their little talking points have been crumbling over the last couple years. So it is whatever.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not like even though I bought like 3-4 Nintendo games this year, so you might consider me a Nintendo fan low key. But even though I'm not Blandrew, I actually don't like when I see dudes just putting up every time a Nintendo game comes out. These dudes putting up that they playing it on the Steam Deck a week before it comes out. I'm like, y'all are kind of fuckbags.
It's
You're like,
disgusting.
really are. Y'all kind of fuckbags, bro. It's not.
And what's crazy is I heard that the Yuzu emulation for Xenoblade 3 has issues.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
So-
all emulation has some issues.
Okay.
Not that
And that's
emulation
the-
will never be perfect.
That's the most annoying part, BG. The PC gamers act like they're these all righteous, all morally correct group of gamers, but then they'll do the most like low down, gritty, and grimy things you ever seen in the gaming community.
Oh, listen, they absolutely think they're the Rosa Parks of this community. Like they literally think they're like standing up or sitting down, whatever, for the right cause, for a righteous cause. Like that's how they act.
I'm just trying to preserve gaming right now. You could preserve the game series and just the franchise by buying the game. That works too. Absolutely not, Blender. Are you crazy? Why would I do such a thing?
I mean,
Yeah, the game
Blandrew,
just came out.
I personally have no problems with emulation, but the problem is this: when I play these games on my PC, I buy and I support the game for the developer. You know damn well 99.99999% of these people that do what I do aren't supporting the developer.
No, and they're happy to steal it and tell you they're not supporting the developer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why most of the PC gamers on Twitter are either muted or blocked by me.
Do you think I would like Xenoblade? Blandrew, do you think I would like this game?
If once you learn the combat system, it's one of the best RPGs you could play.
If you wanted to get into it, BG, I would start with Xenoblade Definitive Edition.
That's where you should start.
Because that's that's one of my top 10 games of all time.
I'm not. It's so dry out here. I might do it. I might actually try it. It's probably still $60 because of Nintendo and shit, right?
No, Definitive Edition actually has been on sale for like a really long time. It might be like 40 max right now, but if you want to start anywhere, just start there.
Blandrew, am I allowed to start this game on my PC, or will you cancel my shipment?
You'll be fine. You paid the premium edition, the premium price and everything. I got zero complaints with what you do.
Jack, I was literally about to start playing this game and uploading content. I'm like, let me hold off before Blandrew. What, you uploaded it? Nah, you ain't getting this now. Here's your money back.
No, but I do highly suggest that you start Xenoblade 2 though before you get into 3.
I probably should then. I kind of want to do 3 because it's current, but we'll see how it works out.
And I was even like, I see Chris in the chat. He says he doesn't think I would like it. I mean, I might just throw, some money at Nintendo, try out the Definitive Edition. I was even looking at Live Alive or Live Alive. I still can't remember what the fuck, how the fuck you say it, but I was even.
You should try out Triangle Strategy, BG. I know for a fact you will love that game.
Yeah, that game's good.
Because a couple of these games are kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics that I played on the Game Boy Advance, I think it was, and I love that.
Yeah, Triangle Strategy is right up your alley.
Triangle Strategy. I didn't really like Live Alive on the Super Nintendo, but then again, that was like a rough fan translation from like the 90s way back, so is what it is.
Okay.
Because
that game is a Super Nintendo game. Or
yeah,
Super
BG, you're all about tactics and XCOM and all that stuff. I would 1000% check out Triangle Strategy. It's even got like a little mature storyline to it too. You make your own decisions, make the moves you think makes the most sense. It's very engaging.
And it has no permadeath.
Okay.
The only thing I did not like about it is you can only go one way to get the golden route.
Yeah. Try this out.
So basically, if you want the golden route, you basically have to look up what decisions to make to go there. And I thought that was kind of lame.
It can also be a little bit cutscene heavy at points as well, but the story is always interesting. So you can always stop like the cutscenes and just go do some grinding in the I forget what they call it. There's a little area where you can just keep doing mock battles and raising up your characters.
I wish there was an easier way to get like resources in that game though. They're very stingy on them.
Yeah, there was a lot of classes I couldn't level up and all types of stuff.
But I would recommend it, BG. And it's not a Nintendo game, so you should be able to get it cheaper at this point.
Oh yeah, it launched on Nintendo, right? But it went to
No, I'm saying it's an exclusive, but it's not made by Nintendo.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's only Nintendo-made games that don't go down in price.
All right,
Hey,
well,
Blandrew.
go ahead.
What's up, Jazzy?
Hey, since the topic before was about people want the Xenoblade franchise on PS4, can we talk about these Nintendo YouTubers and these Nintendo fans that want this game, basically want the Xenoblade and basically throwing Fire Emblem to like go away, to cease to exist?
Pretty bad too.
Yeah, they're disgusting. They're the Mario ones. They're the marquee Nintendo gamer. If it's not Mario, Zelda, and Kirby, they really don't want to hear about it.
Every fan base all of a sudden is having these weird splinter factions of unbearable lames. Like, I would have never thought that you would have Nintendo fans say, "I don't want any more Fire Emblem." This, the biggest issue way back in the day was we were only getting, Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon like Halo, Gears, and Forza.
You want to know what it is? I think a lot of Nintendo fans, I won't even say a lot, but there's a group of Nintendo fans that don't like the more Japanese-centric Nintendo games or anything with an anime aesthetic to it.
Might be.
No, I think it's more amplified for the fact that stuff like Xenoblade and Fire Emblem are still niche, but they're actually successful more than stuff like Star Fox or Xenoblade. So they have like resentment towards it, but they kind of come off as like almost like children every time it gets promoted. Like the fact that people complain that there's a Xenoblade 3 Direct is absolutely insane.
I remember they showcased it was like Disgaea 6, Rune Factory, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Monster Hunter Rise, and Monster Hunter Stories, and people were like, "Man, this is trash, man. Where's the Nintendo game?" I'm like, that's some heat right there. What were you guys playing on the 3DS?
Yeah, the crazy thing is, though, if you remember, the Nintendo you weren't here, Blandrew. The Nintendo fan base in the Wii area, Ultra probably will remember, they didn't even want the last story, Pandora's Tower, and Xenoblade. They said, "Oh, we're good with that. We're good with 4 games in 2 years. We don't need to start a petition." Like, We Love and all them, they were like, "How dare you beg Nintendo? They know what's better for us. If we don't need..." I'm like, yo, the game is already localized in Europe. Like, it's not hard for them to just release it in America. So Blandrew, that was a thing back then, Blandrew. Operation Rainfall, there were a lot of Nintendo fans against us getting those games.
No, I remember that. They were like, "Man, who needs Xenoblade? We got Fortune Street." You'd be like, "Fortune Street?"
Oh, yeah.
Fortune Street.
I actually do remember that.
Was it you who was a big fan of was it Tactics Ogre?
Yes, and they're remaking it
Yeah,
again.
there's a remake coming apparently. Okay.
How many times are they going to remake that game? Can't they just make a new one?
How many remakes does it have? 1?
2.
Oh, really?
It was like a PSP game or
They had a
something. Right?
PSP version, and now this version.
Okay.
It's exclusive to PlayStation 2, which is interesting.
So I am not interested at all. I own the game on PS1. I have the game on PSP. So why the hell do I need the game again? And I recently played through it last year, I believe.
Okay. So what's the game of the year nominees looking like? Xenoblade 3, Elden Ring.
This is gonna sound crazy, but throw Kirby up there.
It does sound crazy.
That game was fantastic. I put about like 50 hours into that game.
I don't think it's gonna make it. Xenoblade 3, Elden Ring, Horizon Forbidden West. It has to be an indie game in there. I'm not sure which one they're gonna choose.
Digimon Survive.
Would they probably gonna put like Stray or Sifu?
Stray or Sifu.
It'd probably be Tunic.
Halo Season 2?
Nah, didn't nobody really talk about Tunic like that, though.
Halo Season 2?
No, definitely not, unfortunately. Usually there is... I was about to say, usually there's a Xbox game in there, but usually, I'm lying, there's not. So I'm not even sure what else. Just usually like another like AAA multi-plat in there.
I don't think Xenoblade's up there though. I know Jeff Keighley.
Oh, you think he's gonna You think he's gonna slight Xenoblade? He gonna
Of course, they're gonna put a family category, and it's just gonna be all Nintendo games. And like, all right, moving on to the next thing. And it's like,
I think obviously you're not gonna get majority of the nominations are gonna come for the second half releases, the games that come out in like September and October and whatnot.
Oh, God of War gotta have a nomination.
God of War.
No, that's true.
There better not be any nominations outside of Best Remaster or Remake for The Last of Us.
Yeah,
nah,
they shouldn't be nominated for nothing. Actually, it shouldn't be nominated for anything.
I don't think it probably will. I don't think it will.
you think Gotham Knights will make it?
No.
Fuck
Game of the year?
no.
No.
Unless it has a category strictly for remakes and remasters, it shouldn't get nominated for anything.
Okay. All right.
What do you think taking it though? Be
What do I think taking it? I mean, I'll put my money on Elden Ring simply because, you know, people thought it was the best thing since sliced bread and pants with pockets. So, you know, I think like public hype and public perception plays a huge role into what, you know, wins game of the year. You know, and if the general consensus of the internets and all that, and people thought this game was revolutionary, that's what I mean. There are things that go against that because Last of Us Part 2 won,
beat out Animal Crossing, which was insane. But go ahead.
And you know the internet, you know, supposedly hates Last of Us Part 2, but that won. So I don't know. It's it'll be interesting. Okay. If there's nothing else about Xenoblade, we can move on.
Hey, you want to do a super chat break?
Yeah, let's do one after this.
right.
Let me see what else I got. Some delays. Let's get these delays out the way. So Lord of the Rings Gollum has been delayed. I don't know if anybody cares. Warhammer 40K Darktide has been delayed. Don't know if anybody cares. Anybody cares?
Smoove?
Oh. Wait, what?
Warhammer Darktide?
You care, Smoove? Yeah, it got delayed to we don't know the fuck when in 2023 for Xbox, but it got the November release date for PC. I'm kind of over it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was
Xbox Universal was
November
mad
for
as shit about that game.
No, yeah, they delayed it for PC for November 30th, which is, and then it was like what, and it will come out shortly after for Xbox. So you might as well you're not gonna launch in December. You're not gonna launch at all in December for Xbox. So it's gonna be like a January 2023. Sorry about my background, but
yeah,
it's yeah, so it's unknown 2023 for Xbox. So I'm kind of tight about that.
So that's what he was mad at. Because when he made that Spaces, I was like, I really don't know what this nigga mad at. Like, I thought it was just another day, you know, Xbox University. He'd just be mad at shit. I thought it got delayed to the same date as the PC version. So the PC version is November still. The Xbox version is somewhere in 2023. Okay. And the biggest announced delay indefinitely was Knights of the Old Republic KOTOR, right? So funny story with this one. So LucasArts and PlayStation are the ones, you know, money hatting this shit. They're the publishers. I think they might be co-publishers on this project, right? Being developed by Aspire Games. Only thing they're really known for is remakes and remasters, and apparently the games they've remade and remastered aren't even like good remakes or nothing like that. Like they're not necessarily an experienced studio. Even at what they do, they're not the best. But that's who LucasArts, I guess, you know, chose to do the KOTOR remake. So they've been working on the game, you know, and every certain milestone, these developers got to check in with the publishers, show them a demo, a little vertical slice of whatever it is they have so far. So they show LucasArts and they show PlayStation what they've made so far, and the report says they were pretty confident, they were feeling good about it. They show it to LucasArts and PlayStation. 1 week later, they fire the lead art director, they fire the lead gameplay director, got them boys the fuck out of here.
Sheesh.
Let me just say this, like, you know how bad your game gotta be for you to get fired? Because think about it, right? There's a lot of like games that come out to be trash. There's a lot of games that, you know, come out to be trash. They continue to be trash, and you know the lead director of that studio should be on the hook. They should be fired. There's people that, you know, gamers call to be fired all the time. It never happens. You rarely ever hear about a developer actually getting fired. You hear about them maybe leaving and you know maybe they're forced out or whatever, but you mainly hear about them leaving. Your game has to be really bad at a bad state for you to be fired. Not only fire one person, like, you know, maybe one person might get fired, but fire the lead art director and the gameplay designer. That means the gameplay was looking trash, and the game visually was probably looking trash. And they decided real quick and early, like, yeah, we gotta stop this now. Get these two dudes the fuck out of here and put this on hold, and apparently look for either another developer to do this. I think there was rumors that Saber Interactive might take over, or fill their spots with somebody else in the industry to right the ship. So that's kind of crazy, bro. Like, but I applaud them for firing them, because, you know, in this industry they seem to be afraid to fire people. So what are y'all thoughts on this?
Anyone?
Not everybody go at once.
We're talking about KOTOR, right?
Yes.
Ah, man. My thing is, what did PlayStation see to sign off on this game? Because from what I hear, these dudes got fired after the demo.
Mm-hmm.
How you get fired after an internal demo? Like, not even a public demo. Like, an internal, like, oh, it's that bad where, like, you got to get rid of the directors?
Yep.
So I'm just curious to see, is like, what did they see to sign off, or did they just sign off? Was this a petty sign off? Oh, this was once an Xbox exclusive. We should grab the exclusivity on this, and then hopefully they surprise us. But it's Aspire. These guys have only made, I think they recently made a KOTOR for the Switch, right? And wasn't it just like a port of the OG one? Like,
yeah,
that,
and even that had like some game breaking bug apparently.
So yeah. I'm not sure, but I'll tell you this. I mean, I ain't mad.
I am not mad. But I would assume, right, that LucasArts are the one that chose this studio, simply because it's their property, it's their IP, and PlayStation wanted to be, you know, a part of it, I guess, right? Because it's LucasArts that already had the relationship with them for remaking some past Star Wars stuff. And I guess PlayStation signed off on it. But like, bro, like you could look at their resume and you would have known they're not ready for prime time. They're not ready for this. Like, this was a huge game on the original Xbox. It's a beloved game. People, you know, dudes be fawning over this game. So it's kind of weird that you chose this like studio who obviously didn't have the experience and the knowledge to you know, it's not a remaster, it's a whole full-blown remake, you know, from a game that's really old. So you have to like really come up with a lot of shit on your own, because the game obviously isn't going to play like, you know, like the original. This is probably going to be more like a reimagining almost. So they didn't have a lot of shit to just reference. It wasn't like going to be a copy and paste job. So they was not ready for this. So it's on hold indefinitely, possibly could be canceled. I say that I think it's more likely. I think they just find other people to do it. It could possibly be canceled, but if I had to bet, I think they save the project and they just get somebody else to do it or fill the spots. That's what I think is going to happen.
So it's a Metroid Prime situation?
I guess. I don't think none of us really care about KOTOR though.
Bond does. It's one of his favorite games ever.
Bond? Not there.
Yikes.
Well, sorry, I was cracking open in beer.
Yeah, and none of the rest of us care about KOTOR, so I don't think
definitely
really
don't
much to say about it other than
it's like some mismanagement though, man. What's going on over there at PlayStation, man? We blaming them. Who we blaming? No, you got to blame somebody. You tell me. I don't fucking know.
Hey man, I mean, whoever picked the studio, like, we want you to do this, you know, and being that it's Lucas IP, I don't know. I guess you blame Lucas for picking them, but you blame PlayStation for signing off on it too.
Hey, BG, random question. Would you say Star Wars is a good series?
Yes, I mean I like Star Wars. I'm very much into it.
Books,
I was thinking
movies,
about getting into it, but I'm not
cartoons.
sure.
What are you trying to get into, Blandrew?
Just the series in general, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's got its ups and downs, but I don't know why people are blaming Sony for this. Sony did the right thing. They wanted to commission a project and buy something. It wasn't up to par, so they said, "Fuck you, we're getting out."
Yeah, I mean they did the right thing afterwards. But I don't know how it works in these situations when there's two publishers backing the project. Like who is really making the main decisions and all that shit? Like who picks? And it's like who, because PlayStation and Lucas, they can't fire those two dudes. They can't do the firing. They don't own them, right? So they can't do the firing. Aspire, I guess the people at the top in Aspire had to be the ones to fire those two those two leads. PlayStation and Lucas, I guess, went to them and said, this shit looks terrible and we're not happy with this. And then Aspire had to make the decision to fire. But Lucas and PlayStation can't do the firing. I believe
And
that's,
they can't get a
difference.
Don't studios typically bid on these things, or is it just hand selected by Lucas? Because you said you think Lucas selected them.
Mm-hmm. I assume that's how it went. I mean, I'm sure they get interest from different studios to see who would like to work on it, but at the end of the day, you do pick. You do pick who does it. It's not I would assume it's not the lowest or highest bidder. That you ultimately you pick as the property owner.
So you think Lucas has the more say than anybody else, right?
Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, it's a Star Wars project. Who else would have ultimate, decision making and liability on it? But yeah, I do like Star Wars. I mean, a lot, Blandrew. I've watched all the movies, all the series. I've gone on gone down rabbit holes and binges of listening
on Wikipedia.
Yeah, Star Wars lore. I'm subscribed to like Star Wars Theory. If you know Star Wars Theory is the dude who you might have seen like
him crying.
That video of him crying. Yeah, that a lot of people had. A lot of people, yeah, he was. I forgot what he was crying over, but it was something in Star Wars. He started crying. A lot of people used this video on the internet and were laughing at him and making fun of him.
Y'all making fun of the guy? Like
he's got Cobra Kai theory too, or Karate Kid
really?
theory. Yeah, he does very good on that. He even gets some videos with the actors.
Yeah. So yeah, I like his videos too, and I'm subscribed to a few Star Wars channels though. But yeah, it's good to get into. All right, what else we got? There's a rumored Black Panther game in development at a studio under EA, right? It's in early stages of development. It's a single-player open-world RPG. It's a code name. It's codenamed Project Rainer, and it's a new studio with former Monolith Production devs.
What did they make?
They're making the new Wonder Woman game.
Yeah, and they made Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor, right? Good games. But, it's when anybody hears and when people hear EA, they get worried. I think people exaggerate, how bad EA has been and is now. They were definitely bad back then, but even then I feel people exaggerated a bit.
They found a way to make me uninterested in Skate, and that was one of my favorite games of the PS3 360 generation.
Why do you think they've made people take down the that leaked beta or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
No, because they're making it a booty box game. You got to shove the skateboard up your ass a couple times to proceed, apparently.
Oh, brother. So, with this Black Panther game, the only thing I'm worried about is the reports are unclear, but some reports are making it seem like you don't play as T'Chaka or T'Challa, or these are the two Black Panthers we really know, right? And they make it seem like you play as like a create a character Black Panther. Like it's like you role playing as the Black Panther. And I don't want to do that shit. Like I want a story and a narrative, made around T'Challa preferably, even if it was his father, fine, whatever. Or even if it's like another Black Panther we don't exactly know of. But I don't want it to be me as the Black Panther. I feel like that really creates like this whole generic situation. This
Wait,
whole
hold on, let me
generic
ask you
story.
something.
Yeah.
Do you think they did this to get white people on board?
Oh God.
I never
No,
thought
I'm
about
serious.
that.
Like, if you can create like a white Black Panther, that might be one of the only ways for them to
Oh, white Black
get into
Panther.
Oh
for
shit!
them to get into this game.
I don't
They'll
think
get
you can
bur-
actually create, your character, but it's like you're not playing as one, as a known one, is what I'm saying. I don't think you could actually, create his skin color and like his features and all that. What were you gonna say, Jazzy?
I'm just wondering how like the timing of this has been announced because the new Wakanda Forever trailer like popped up yesterday, and then this news is brought out. It kind of reminds me of how like when Chadwick Boseman passed, and then we had that the Avengers game got like
yeah.
Black Panther DLC. It came out right before Spider-Man DLC, so I'm very interested to see how it's announced. But EA definitely is like a red flag, but I'm wanting to see like how many people are involved with this, and if it is, well, we'll see how it is to see how it handles. And even the Game Awards Twitter asked like, okay, who would you want to like do the combat for this game? And some of the people are saying like, oh, Platinum Games. I'm like, bro, if you don't shut your dumb ass up.
Oh my God. That would be Jack's worst nightmare.
No, it definitely would be.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, but of course, I would definitely be there day one for a Black Panther game. When they said like open world, I was like, I'm like, everything doesn't have to be open world, right? Some wide linear shit is okay too. I'm just like, but we gotta see how it looks. I can't exactly judge it now, but all I'm saying is everything. I feel like a lot of developers still feel everything by default now has to be open world or a sandbox or this shit. I'm like, don't gotta be, man. So
Yeah, I had that discussion with my friends about that's what made Elden Ring a lot easier is you could just go around and do crap, and all the other Souls games, you were stuck until you beat the boss.
Yeah.
You cannot pass go.
Who's excited to play as the Black Panther? Come on, where's the excitement? This is what this is for us. This is for our community.
Is it though?
That was the
I gotta
main,
see how it is first.
Yeah, that was the main superhero Xbox fans were asking for when PlayStation got Spider-Man.
Here's the issue I have with any superhero game. The allure of superheroes isn't playing as the hero, unless it's the Green Lantern, because that's the most versatile hero. It's who are the villains who you're going to be fighting? What is the story going to be?
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, that's why Batman is the most popular. It's Superman. If I were to ask my mom who is Batman and Superman, they'd be like, oh, Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent. Who are their villains? Oh, she'll name them. If I asked her a name like Captain America's villain, she'd be like, I don't know. Yeah. And the best heroes have the best villains. And hate to break it to you guys, but apparently there's rumors of Doom being in the post credits of the new Wakanda movie.
I saw that rumor. Yeah, and it's like because a lot of like these Marvel characters, they don't have a lot of their own dedicated villains because they're team up characters where they fight together with the Avengers and other heroes to take down villains that are not specifically their villains, but just general threats. So of course we know that in the comics like Namor and all that stuff, and that's going to be in Wakanda Forever. But he doesn't have necessarily a long list of personal villains. But they'll probably just take other villains and shit from the Marvel universe and give, of course, Claw too, and Yeah, they're gonna just take some villains and that you can always give them a reason because Wakanda has all that vibranium. Motherfuckers always want that shit.
I mean,
they
they're
want
not they're not going to do Craven because aren't they using him in Spider-Man?
Yes, yeah, that was definitely Craven's voice in Spider-Man. Yeah.
No, I'm saying they're going to be using him in a Spider-Man movie, so then MCU's not going to have Craven.
Well, I don't know, but he's definitely going to be in Spider-Man 2, the game. But yeah, we've been waiting for Craven to appear on screen.
Oh, here's my other thing. Is Shuri going to be Black Panther now in the MCU? Because I don't want to see that.
People been speculating. People been saying, "Oh no, they're gonna bring back, Michael B as Killmonger. He's gonna, she's gonna go to the astral plane and see Killmonger or some shit and bring him back." And she's been, Black Panther in the comics, but nobody really wants her to be Black Panther in this movie. One because people kind of,
I liked her as her own character.
Yeah, like she's good as like the side, the sidekick who does all the tech stuff and is super smart.
She's IT.
She's the nigga in the chair, right?
Huh?
Which is
Oracle.
Yeah, exactly.
Ain't nobody trying to see no girl Black Panther. Let's just keep it real.
Oh,
That's
man.
Come on.
Oh, here we go, man. And the outfit they put the poster up and people think it could be her because the face looks slimmer and the outfit at the end of the trailer looks slimmer, but that doesn't mean it's her because like previous Black Panther outfits have been slimmer. Like what's his name? It's like if you look at T'Chaka at the beginning of the Black Panther movie, his mask was pretty slim. It wasn't like T'Challa's.
Yeah.
So
all I know is whoever they cast for Doom better be bold.
Why? Why does he have to be bold?
Because he's a villain.
Oh, brother.
Come on. Kingpin, Darkseid, Thanos, Luthor. All the best villains are bald.
You're right.
Like that's like a prerequisite for being a good villain. You got to be bold.
I will say though, as far as BG point about if it is a create a character Black Panther game, if they do that, their black features customization better be on fucking point.
No, you can't have a white Black Panther.
Yeah,
having a white Black Panther would be like having a bald Norman Osborn. Norman Osborn's the only villain that can't. Norman Osborn's the only villain that can't be bold.
He got waves too.
Yeah, them waves are too iconic. He can't be bold.
And that's funny because they obviously didn't intend for those to be waves when they like started drawing him like that. It's kind of crazy.
I don't know why he was smashing Gwen Stacy in the latest comics, though. But that's pretty wild,
brother. Jack, you want to do the super chats?
All right, let's see here. Super chats. Let me pull them up here. Okay, I got them. We got Earl Walker. He says, definition of cleanup means getting a blowjob? Excuse me, brother?
Yeah, I was wondering that too, and Tony kept saying that. Because a lot of my friends like, yo, she cleaned me up good. And he kept saying, oh, I cleaned them up. I'm like, what?
you know how Tony get down. We got Tavares Perry. He said, what a great time to be a JRPG fan. Lava Live and Xenoblade 3 are fire. We got Captain Sidekick. He said, let me see. He said, not Alex and the KKK gang. LMAO laughing emojis. Oh, man. We got Shattered X Youth. He says, real PC gamers will still help. You all talk to the wrong fans. Why is somebody calling me right now, bro? God damn it. All right.
Leave you alone, dog. You busy.
We got Yuma Sabi. He said, Jack, you gonna play that Anno Mutation?
That's the
PC hashtag indie. Bro, I'm getting a fucking phone call. Fam! Oh, let's see what else we got. We got
what is this ringtone, nigga?
That's a Galaxy ringtone, man. It's your boy 14. It says Xenoblade Chronicles 2 better than Xenoblade Chronicles DE to me, even though both games are fire, both top 5 Switch games.
I agree.
Yes, sir.
Mega ZX456 says Xenoblade 1 is quite possibly the greatest JRPG ever made. What's it? He says, since you love Final Fantasy VII, BG, I think you'll really like Xenoblade. We got Mike. He says, 3 years is not early. How can a game be developed for 3 years before the higher ups decide it's headed in the wrong direction? Okay. Shot Red 555 says he was crying watching that horrible Last Jedi trailer, which we know isn't good. Also, there are good lore channels besides him. We got 2 donations from OBJ Jr. He says, Bond, what color your Black Panther gonna be?
I would make them white just to showcase that they did something stupid.
There you go.
Like, look, they let me do this.
Then his second donation says, aftermarket question, who got their prostate exam? What?
I think he might have been talking about in like maybe Multiversus, you know, who got mopped up.
I think it was just a general question, BG.
Oh, he's actually talking about who actually got their prostate exam? What the hell?
You know how your viewers be?
So tomorrow's my birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Turning 32. And I'm gonna play Fall Guys tomorrow. I'm gonna live stream it. I don't even want to play it, you know, but I gotta feel like I gotta do a birthday live stream, and being that, you know, there's no other multiplayer game really out here that I'm excited to play, I'll fall back to the default Fall Guys stream. Who gonna, Jack, you gonna come through? You gonna play some Fall Guys?
Absolutely not. I'll watch. I'll watch.
I respect.
Yeah, I thought you were about to talk about your.
Do I have it
prostate
downloaded?
exam the way you
I
led into that.
I'll think about it.
You thought what, Blandrew?
I thought you were going to talk about your prostate exam the way you led into that little
no.
side.
No.
You was like, so tomorrow's my birthday. I'm like, oh my God, is this?
Yeah, I don't think you got to get a prostate exam till like 40, don't you? I think.
No,
I don't know.
40.
And the thing is, ain't there other ways to get your prostate exam nowadays besides the, you know, I'm not doing that.
You have to.
Listen, they clone humans and animals and do all this other. They send niggas to the moon just because they're rich. They can figure out a better way to do this. If Elon and Bezos can go to the fucking moon, y'all can figure out a better way to check my prostate.
You can talk to some of my family members about that, but you might not be able to reach them.
You could just open up your ass, BG, and let it get going, man.
Wow. Okay, I see what type of time y'all on.
I mean, look, if it's for survival, you're going to do it.
Oh God.
You know, BG one of them fake alpha male. Ain't nobody checking my ass, son. Ain't nobody in me.
Nigga, Jack, you older than me, nigga. You gonna get that shit first.
I already got my prostate. I know a guy named Mike, right? He you know what? I don't even think this nigga a doctor now that you mentioned it. What the? Yo,
are we really talking about this on
No, I'm bullshit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be playing Fall Guys. So y'all come through, I guess. I'll probably live stream.
Better make sure you get a good home cooked meal tomorrow.
Oh yeah, she's taking me out to. She's taking me out to a steakhouse. I don't know which one though, but she's taking me out to a steakhouse.
Make sure that sandwich is cut.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, cut that for me. You know, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that line, Bond. I'll let you know how it goes.
I'm gonna throw your goofy ass at the restaurant.
Yeah, so you know, I'm a guy. I don't be too excited for my birthday. You know, it's usually like another day for me or whatever.
They passed 21. What really is it?
Yeah. Yeah, so that is what it is. All right. Let's get through these other topics, finish up all this other shit. Let me see what I got. Peter Moore. Peter Moore, he did an interview. You know, that's the guy that was with Xbox, you know, during the 360 era. He said that, you know, his team would encourage console wars, you know, during the 360 era, which is a good thing. You know, I think that's a great thing. I don't like that Phil Spencer is anti, you know, console war, and he's like, you know, kind of like a little bit holier than thou, and he rises above the bullshit. You know, I wish Phil would get down in the dirt sometimes, and get in the trenches with this console war shit. I ain't gonna. I would like that from Phil. Throw a few shots at PlayStation. You know, like once in a while, something light. You know, a little jab here. Won't y'all like that from Phil?
Sure, why not? I don't see the issue. Yeah, I don't see the issue.
Yeah, like because PlayStation ain't going. PlayStation, you know, they petty. They gonna throw some shots whenever there's an opportunity. So I wish Phil would be that way. Right,
Fuck
Smoove?
Phil.
I do like how he kills fanboys on his own side, though.
Yeah, I would love some
What you eating on, brother?
a chicken sandwich.
Bro,
I
I'm
feel
trying to
like,
get a
I, feel
chicken
like I
sandwich.
haven't heard from Phil all year.
Yeah,
I haven't heard from Smoove all year.
He can't say anything because they're gonna be on his ass about where those games at.
Smoove, why are you always eating?
Yeah, he always hungry. I don't understand.
No, I just eat. I mean, our podcast is at supper time. Please, my background.
That's crazy. This nigga use the word supper.
But you be eating like on Planet Xbox. You be eating on this podcast. Like what?
Well, the Xbox come on like 3 hours after this podcast too.
And
You
it's
still
always
be
some
going
type of
crazy.
chicken sandwich.
Hey, Smoove, I ain't mad at you, brother.
So you think Phil is just being quiet because you know he ain't giving y'all no game, so he got to stay quiet so niggas don't flame him.
Absolutely, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Like
I respect it. I respect it.
It's like if you ain't got no good news, don't say anything at all at this point. That's pretty much
so
what it should be like.
He low key.
I don't know,
hiding
Smoove. I feel like you
hiding
would
in
be
his
fighting
office.
extra hard if you didn't have any games. As a CEO.
That again?
I feel like you would be fighting extra hard as a CEO if you didn't have any games, not going to hiding.
Well, they don't. That's the problem. There's no alternative. There's nothing. Not even a dashboard update.
And people didn't like that he said. I don't even know if he actually said this. I think people
No, it was a game, right?
That,
you know
that
how they
he
have
said
those
God
Twitter
of War
games?
Ragnarok was his most anticipated game of the year. I think he said he looked forward to it. I don't know if he said
Yeah,
it
no,
was
no,
his most
no.
anticipated game.
So pretty much what happened was, you know, those little chain games people be doing on
Yes.
Twitter. So it was one of those. Xbox tweeted out like a game you would show a caveman, the game you want to play next and stuff like that. And the game that he wanted to play next was God of War Ragnarok, and then everybody went like ape shit and made articles about that. I was like, all right, like make an article about the next game I'm trying to play. But yeah, that's how that went around. It wasn't like he had like an interview or anything like that. It was just like a chain game, and then it was Phil Spencer that tweeted it, and then God of War PlayStation game, they kind of took it like elsewhere.
Yeah, they blew that out of proportion. You know, it was fanboy fodder. I respect it though. I do. Yeah, I just want Phil to, you know, get dirty a little bit. Even though you don't got no games coming this year, it's, you know, talk shit about what you got coming next year, you know? It don't stop Aaron Greenberg from flapping his fat lips.
Yo,
he still be talking. So, I don't see no problem.
That was pretty harsh.
That was BG.
I like Phil Spencer. I don't like Aaron Greenberg though. I don't
Why
like him.
not? Why not, brother?
I like Aaron Greenberg. I just don't like his market. I don't like his job that he's doing. Like,
I'm about to say, ain't that literally his job to market the Xbox?
yeah, to market. Yeah, I don't mind. That's why I don't mind like anything he does, but he's not doing the marketing that I actually want to see him do, or whoever is heading marketing.
Well, what would you like him to do, Smoove?
Advertise the platform, advertise the game, do something. It's like I feel like
Smoove. Here's the problem: what you going to advertise if you got no games?
So speaking of that, this story connects to that. So Grounded is coming out of beta early access, I think, and there were a few Xbox fans. I think Clobril, he got upset because this is coming out of early access, and they announced the release date, and Xbox like official account didn't talk about it at all. They didn't put up any post, like they didn't acknowledge it at all. They didn't say anything. So people have been talking about how bad like Xbox marketing is. Like there was an Annapurna showcase, and like everything in the Annapurna showcase, I think they said everything was going to Game Pass, and Xbox didn't say anything about it at all. So the only way you would have known those games are going to Game Pass is if you watch the Annapurna showcase. And let's be honest, like they got some good games, but who's watching a showcase from them, right? So people have been, criticizing their marketing and saying that Xbox marketing is trash.
Yeah, I've been criticizing their marketing for a long time. I think their marketing has been trash for a long time. I think they amped things up when it came time to reveal the Series X and whatnot. I feel like they had some sort of stride going, but they've had a lot more misses than hits, and they need to amp it up. I think Xbox marketing team is trash. I think their platform team is trash. As far as like what they should be doing with like the platform and like the social part of their console. It's like nobody they created all these freaking positions for absolutely nothing. Like all these people at Xbox got jobs for absolutely nothing. Like Xbox give people jobs just for being nice and smiling. Because they got a whole bunch of people working there that literally they got these titles and stuff like that. And I'm like, all right, what did you produce? And they have like dedicated teams for dedicated functions. And I'm asking, why am I asking these questions? They got a dedicated team for this. So, I've just been really, really disappointed in them. And like for real, and everybody celebrating their, their quarterly earnings, whatever that shit just passed. Like it was like their second biggest ever. And I'm like, yeah, that's all great and all, but this is the boredest I've ever been with Xbox in a long time. Like I'm extremely freaking bored, and like I was like they're getting all this, but I realized that's not good for me. Like all this money, all these the sales are up, this is up, this is that's up, and I was like, but in reality, it's not turning into anything that's benefiting me. It hasn't, at least for this year. I'm still salty as hell about this year, so I apologize for the vent. But yeah, man. I've never been as bored on a console as I've ever been now. Like I'm extremely bored. Like I've been playing Power Wash Simulator. Now I give it's a good game. It's decent, but like damn, I'm not supposed to be putting all these hours in this type of game.
Yeah. I feel you, man. I feel you. Next year though. That's the year of Xbox. That's what they tell me, at least.
Alex clipped something on Twitter.
It's 20. You said he clipped something, Alex?
Yeah, he said, imagine having 8 people on a podcast trying to read and understand 3 sentences tweet. They don't get it.
I told you, he gonna dance around the fact that he was wrong and he contradicted himself. He gonna make it about, oh, they're talking about me on a Sunday. Like, yeah, we talking about you, nigga, because you said dumb shit.
And it's hilarious because everybody across every fan base, whether you're a PC gamer, PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo, says he's wrong.
Yeah, he gonna use it on his videos though. Trust me, he gonna announce that he's gonna use the clip on his video and he gonna make himself feel better or whatever. All right, listen, man, I don't knock the hustle. I respect it. Go ahead, feed your fan base. But yeah, next year, Smoove, things are gonna be a lot better for Xbox. Y'all gonna be eating according to many a Xbox fan. That's what they say.
Next year again, BG.
Yeah, it's always next year, but next year is the definitive next year, according to them. That's when this Activision deal gonna go through. All the studios gonna be hitting their stride and all that stuff. They're gonna be firing on all I'm using all the terminologies that they be using in Twitter Spaces. They're gonna be firing on all cylinders. They're gonna be helping each other in development and all that other jazz.
You bet dollars to donuts.
Dollars to donuts, my friend.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Smoove, if I was you, I would use this time to experiment with other games like a Final Fantasy or some Nintendo games or something like that. Maybe broaden your horizons a little bit.
Dude, I'm playing Power Wash Simulator.
I mean, maybe not something so pathetic, but like an actual real game. Like,
I want to try. Well, I played a ton of I played some games. I dove into some some Shadow Warrior 3, Bright Memory Infinite. I've done some games here and there. Like I try to do those little, those Japanese games and stuff like that. I mean, there's some that's still there. I think majority of the good ones coming out in September.
Well, but let me just read off these Annapurna showcase games that are all going to Game Pass. Maybe one of these will strike your interest.
Well, yeah, Annapurna makes good. They put out good games. So like I think last year I think I beat like 3 or 4 Annapurna games.
Yeah. Okay. So Thirsty Suitors. This is a game that has a narrative and it has innovative fighting scenes. That's going to Game Pass. It's going to like all platforms, but it's also going to Game Pass. Hindsight seems to be like some type of mobile game. It's also going to Switch and PC. New Cardboard Computer Game. That's literally what it's called. It's called New Cardboard Computer Game.
If you played Power Wash Simulator, you need to turn in your gaming card.
Bounty Star, the Moro's Tale of the Graveyard Clem. New game from Yarn Owl. Doesn't have a title, I guess. Outer Wilds update. Forever Ago. Flock. The new Kiri Takashi game. Dream Feel. Lost Wild. Ho Ho Come. What Remains of Edith Finch. Yeah, that's all they showed at the fucking Annapurna showcase.
Why are you so upset about this, brother?
Because I feel like I have to like talk about some of this shit, but like damn well I don't care about these fucking games, dog.
Hey, Annapurna, they publish a lot of decent games, though, man. They publish Stray. They actually publish a lot of games that's on the PS Now.
Yeah, right now. Like they games don't be like bad, but it's like it's nothing that I would give a fuck about. I don't care, and I'm not gonna play these shits. But they make a whole bunch of genres that I would never play, but they're respectable games, I guess. So that's why I sounded so angry. Like, man, I don't want to be talking about this shit, but I got to put some respect on it, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. PlayStation. Got to get some PlayStation stuff. So they are discontinuing PlayStation Accolades, right? If you you probably don't remember. I forgot this even existed. I don't remember them announcing this. I forgot this even still existed on PS5. But it was an accolade system for like online multiplayer games, for you to
Who's in the kitchen?
No, my wife just arrived. Yeah, they hear you jiggling the keys.
Hello.
They said hi. But yeah, it's a reputation system for online, for when you play online games. You can give somebody like a reputation, and they're discontinuing it because nobody used it. I don't think nobody even realized, nobody even remembered that it was there or that this game was announced. I don't even know where you go to find it because it's on PlayStation right now. They haven't like removed it. I don't even know where you go to find it. Like, where is this? Right? And it's kind of crazy because PlayStation doesn't have any multiplayer games. You don't have any of your own online games. So yeah, I know, like, I don't think it'll make a difference, if you had more of your own online games, because there are third-party games. So I don't think people would still use this either way. But it's like, that's, you made it for your system and you don't even have any online games and you're discontinuing it before you do. Have you ever even used this, Jack? Have you ever even used this system?
I've never given an accolade, but I did receive one accolade from playing Madden. It was just a horribly implemented feature. You know what they need to start doing if they want people to use shit like this? Have like an optional trophy list, like you go on to earn accolade trophies, give out a certain amount of accolades, you get a trophy, another certain. That's how you get people involved into the ecosystem, right? Because people that's trophy hunters, or they be like, oh, shit, I can get a trophy from giving out an accolade. Let me figure out how to do this. It was no incentive. There's no benefit. You don't get rewarded, and it's fucking stupid. They just implemented this shit wrong. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I'm like, accolade system. I was like, what the hell is that even? So it's dead. It's over. They're gonna remove it. I don't think nobody's gonna miss it. PS5 supply is gonna get better though. They said PlayStation 5 hardware production is now experiencing much less. Need some water. Much less restriction from component supplies. In terms of production, we have enough capacity. Lockdowns are being resolved. Logistic lead times have now recovered. So it's going to be a lot easier to get a PlayStation 5, pretty much. So that's good. Yay.
Who's still struggling to get these, bro? Everybody I know that want a PlayStation 5, they got one. Some people got 3 and 4 in the motherfucker. Who is really out here struggling to get a PS5, bro?
Oh, Joe Jack, you trying to get the Series X?
No, for free.
Oh, really, bro?
Yes,
So
sir.
like,
We got a rule no dog shit in my house, Smoove. I got the. You know what I mean,
fuck.
Respectfully.
I'm just saying. I mean, you can upgrade that Jiggy top to a Jiggy box. Like, come on, man.
That sounds
Smoove, you bought a
nuts.
Steam Deck, right?
Is it better than my
Huh?
3070 I got, brother?
No, I was going to, but the thing is, I think I just wanted to say I got it because now I think about it, I was like, there's no way I see myself playing on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to say, that's just bored spending right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
you know what
why-
people are doing with the Steam Deck that I find fascinating is that these guys are buying this, this portable, and they're buying curated games that they wouldn't typically buy just to give them their Steam Deck so bundle. Yeah, to justify the purchase. So
It's deck, what they say is deck verifiable. What they be saying? It's deck certified. Get your nut ass off the internet, bitch.
I was like, oh, they buy all these 2D games and shit like that. I'm like, okay.
And that's why I came to Smoove, because because I got the Steam Deck and I was like, I know I ain't gonna use it, so I ain't even open it. But when I got it, I asked y'all in DM if anybody wanted it, and I was initially gonna sell it to Smoove, but I was like, I know Smoove doesn't actually want this thing. He's just bored and got like some money to blow, right? So that's why I came back to him, and I was like, I got somebody else who really wants this. I was like, I know you ain't really gonna use it, because I was gonna sell it to you for like 900, right?
Yeah, I would have been mad as hell if we would have sold that shit to Smoove.
Yeah, I was gonna sell it to him for 900. I ended up just selling it to somebody else for about almost a thou, almost a G. So yeah, I made a little profit there. See, Smoove, I was looking out for you, because I know that was just bored spending from you. I know you wasn't gonna use it.
You weren't looking out for me though.
What you mean?
Smoove spends $900. I might as well be me giving you that money.
You right. Got you. So, speaking of the Steam Deck, there are reports that Returnal has Steam Deck support. That means it's pretty much coming to PC. That might be the next game coming to PC. So, that's good, I guess.
Trash. And speaking of which, I don't want anybody who called that game trash like me and Smoove all of a sudden saying, "Oh my god, it's so amazing now it's on PC."
That's PC gamers, though.
Sir.
That's that's actually Nintendo gamers. They'll wait. Like, oh my god, I love this game.
No, they'll wait for something that they want to play, but they won't actively trash a game. And then when it comes to the Switch, they're like, yeah, man, this game is lit, like a lot of the PC guys are doing.
PC guys will just say they wait. They won't trash. Like, I'll just wait.
Excuse me, when it pertains to a PlayStation game.
Okay, that's correct.
There was another delay. Y'all remember that game? I don't remember when they first showed it, but it was like a black kid with glasses, and it was called Season: A Letter to the Traveler.
Yeah, that's a woman, BG.
Oh, okay.
See, I told you he ain't know what a woman was.
It don't look like one. Well, it's a
wow.
black person with glasses, and I don't even remember what the game is about. It seemed like one of those artistic type games where, I don't know, it's about nature and life and other stuff that I don't care about.
Jack, you remember when we had that discussion? He was like, "It's not a black woman." We were like, "Yeah, it is." Like, I know what a black woman looks like. I told you. I told you.
Hey, you look at this. You look at that. You look up that game and tell me if you think that's a black woman. You can't tell.
What's it called?
Season: A Letter to the Traveler.
You saying because the character ain't got no face? But
is that
like
Blessed Red Simulator, Jack?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She's like a reporter or some shit, and then like you going through her life trying to figure. I don't know what the fuck going on in that game.
Yeah,
it's a PlayStation game though.
It's an indie. I don't know what the hell's going on. But that's been delayed also. I don't remember to what date or if they even announced a new date. But it's been delayed also. A bunch of delays this week.
I'm changing my name of this game. A Letter to the Irregular.
Oh my god. PlayStation 5 beta firmware came out this week. I have a code. I still haven't even put it in. But you get game list, which is pretty much game folders, right? Jonathan?
How the fuck I'm supposed to know? I ain't using that bullshit. Yeah.
What?
game
Ain't you the ones that? Ain't you the one that be screaming for game folders? Ain't you one of those?
No, I don't, bro. I didn't use folders on PS4. I don't
Oh,
know about that shit. No.
I thought you, because I hate when like. I feel like game folders are so pointless. So and everybody like, oh, we want folders. I want to put my game in folders. Like, what? What? Like, I feel like it's such a useless. I never used it. I feel like it's so useless. Like, that's just like digital. It's just digital hoarding. There's no way you should even have enough games on downloaded to even put it in a folder.
Facts.
Because you got to understand, like, if you're gonna have a folder, that means you have multiple games. Because you can't put one game in a folder. You have to like. You can technically, but it's dumb. So you have to have multiple games for that fit that category to even justify putting it into a folder. So it's like, bro, just you ain't playing those games either. That's why I'm like, whatever. All right, let people enjoy things. BG. That's what they tell me. Let people enjoy things. So you get game list, 1440p support. That's good. The ability to compare 3D and stereo audio, and new social features such as requesting screen share and joinable game notifications and all that good stuff. But the biggest deal is 1440p support. So that's that's good because people were wondering like why it doesn't have 1440p support. Some people have 1440p monitors because if you have a 1440p monitor or TV, well 1440p monitor, not TV, and you hook it up to a PlayStation, a PS5, it displays at 1080p. That's what happens, right? It just goes to 1080p. You still get some the visual benefits and stuff like that, but you're playing it at 1080p essentially. So I see Bari. Bari's mad at me. Bari's one of those guys that likes lists and folders and all that stuff. I seen him excited to use that joint. I'm like, Bari, if you don't cut it out, you don't need no damn folders. Delete your games. You ain't playing all them games, brother. So yeah, that's in the PS5 beta. I did buy my first ultra widescreen curved monitor. That Alienware joint. It's not here yet. It's gonna take a while to get here, but I'm gonna experience ultra widescreen for the first time. Kind of excited, because apparently it's like mind blowing, especially the first time you experience it. So I look forward to doing that. Playing a lot of these games on PC, ultra widescreen. And a lot of the PC games support it now. So I look forward to that. PSVR details. PSVR 2.
What the fuck are they called? The Meta raised their price on this?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. So Meta Quest 2 headset gets $100 price increase after being on the market for 2 years. So this is unprecedented.
It is.
I can't think of another time a product has been out and went up in price after 2 years, right? Stuff gets on aftermarket, because of because it's hard to get one. It may go up in price. People may price gouge, but the company themselves, that's unheard of.
You know who else did that? Fucking Mod Mike did that. I don't know if you're familiar with Mod Mike.
No,
but
I'm not.
Yeah, they increased the price on their products. They were saying since the pandemic, it's harder to get pieces and shit. Like, it's just some dumb shit.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy because you're not getting anything else. Like it's not no improvements. They're not throwing anything else in with it. It's literally just the same thing you would get if you bought it if you were an early adopter.
They're saying they're trying to keep up with like VR tech because it's constantly evolving. I don't know how change. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
Hey, what's that rumor about? Did you hear this? Well, I don't even know where this came from, but people was running around saying they was gonna raise the price of the PlayStation. You saw that?
Yeah, but that people, what dude said that like dude asked a question, right? I think it was a reporter asked I forgot his position, but dude at PlayStation if they plan to raise the price. He pretty much said no comment, and people took that as, oh, they might do it, and I'm like, that's not what that means. It literally means no comment. You know, he gave them a no comment because I think, to me, I what I interpret that as, I'm not going to make any like definitive, give you any definitive yes or no on the spot. But I can't imagine PlayStation do it. I can't imagine anybody doing that outside of Facebook. You know, I don't see that happening. I would bet that never happens. You know, a no comment is not a yes.
He probably just thought it was a stupid question and didn't want to answer it.
Yeah, like certain things, you know, like it's just better to just say no comment on it, especially when you're asked on the spot or whatever. But they're not increasing the price of the PlayStation. That's not gonna happen. That would kill them. That would kill you and take away any benefit that you even gained from raising the price.
I would love to kind of see that though, just to see that. I know the Twitter Spaces, the Cap and Dick eating that day would be a mess.
Oh yeah.
If they're offering you gotta notice what they're offering. I would have paid $700 at the door. It doesn't matter.
We're in the middle of a pandemic right now. Come on, guys.
Yeah, bro. I hope
they would have been acting like VG on a $70 remake of a remaster.
Absolutely. I can't wait to hear Guapzilla when they up their price. Nigga, oh my God.
I don't think anybody would defend that.
I'll be bringing out
People absolutely would be.
Sony reported the decline in sales. They gotta offset the cost, guys. Come on, do you still want great games? Fuck out of here.
This ain't a cheap hobby, people. I mean, come on, you got to pay for greatness.
I'm sorry, I'm not broke. Okay, I already have a PlayStation. I'm gonna go buy 3 more. You know how these niggas be on Twitter Spaces, Cap.
I work for myself and I can afford all these PlayStations.
They do that, then they go on vacation. They come back and say, "Hey, man, my job laid me off. My bank account don't work no more. Can you send me?" Like, bro, what the fuck going on, man? These dudes is ridiculous. Shout out to OG Capo. Continue on, BG.
Yeah, what was that guy talking about?
He borrowed money from people in the community, and then people were pressing him.
He was one of them dudes that bragged about paying $70 for games too, though. You know that, right?
Oh,
he used to stay doing that. He did that the one time last week. Like, I can't wait to buy more $70 games. He was on vacation on Twitter. Then he come back talking about his bank account don't work no more. He forgot the password. Can you loan him a couple of dollars? Like, bro, and then the people loaned him the money. He blocked him. He said he gonna pay him back. Then he blocked him.
Tragic.
That dude crazy as hell, man. Hey, that shit is hilarious.
He deactivated, right?
Yeah. I had a problem with that dude about a year ago, man. I knew that dude was a fuck boy, but hey.
I never heard of him until now.
He's a dick eater. He wasn't, bro. He one of them people like, you know, PlayStation fans. He's a dick eater, right? Like, that shit crazy.
Yeah, when Tony pull up in the Twitter space.
Oh yeah,
he one of the people that try to act like a supreme PlayStation fan. I asked for his PSN account. He's like, "That's what's wrong with you, young nigga, these days. I ain't got to play and beat games." I'm like, huh? What the fuck? I blocked him as soon as I read. That's all right, bro. You clearly
he was ready to fight. Fight what's the name for pressing him about where his money was at. He was really like, you borrowed money from people and he was calling them pussy because they was asking for their money back. It's like, what? How'd that work? How you calling niggas?
He's like, nigga, I said I was gonna pay you, nigga. And then the other person was like, "Hey, bro, I see you blocking." Now he's like, "You unfollowed me and a couple more people that loaned you money." He was like, "Yeah, I meant to tell you, man. Since my last Twitter got banned, I had to make a new account. And since I use the same name, Twitter, they just unfollowed me, man. They unfollowed me from like 40 people, man. Like, get the
Twitter doesn't unfollow you." I was like, "What is this guy talking about?"
I've seen rare occasions where Twitter, you might be following somebody, you go back, you not follow them. It ain't gonna mass unfollow you from fucking 40 people.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Ironically, these are the same people that gave you money and that you tried to block on Cash App. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
He was big cap. Like, yeah, Twitter unfollowed people for me. That many? Nah, you lying. That's a lie.
How much you think he made?
It wasn't a lot. He was asking niggas for like little pocket change. Wasn't
that nigga was on Peru. Nah, I wouldn't have sent him shit. He was in Peru standing on a fucking llama bean stone or whatever the fuck he was at. twirling in front of them. No, nigga. Nah, I see you on vacation, bitch. Fuck you.
So that would be like me on a Bond Tales trip. Like, yo, can y'all niggas give me some money?
Yeah, like, bro, you was that dude is crazy, man.
Tragic.
Fuck him.
Yeah. PSVR 2 details. You gonna say something, Bon?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I mean, like I said earlier, Tony is like the only person that keeps it real in these social reject spaces, as I call them now.
Who getting PSVR 2? I need some eyes.
Man,
how much is it?
If that shit ain't cordless, I might not be able to get it. I got too many fucking cords in my room.
Yeah, nigga, we saw.
Yo, can you just get a desktop? Like, what is that shit?
No, why would I do that?
Like
that floor was looking crazy, Jack.
It literally looked like Spider-Man just smashed.
That's what if I didn't have, that's another thing. The PS3 uses a fucking you got to strip the HDCP from it, so that added like PS3 3 more. Away. I'm still playing my PS3, man.
Man, get that.
Well, how about this? Tell Sony to put all they fucking PS3 games on PS Now that I'm also paying for, and then we won't have this issue.
Because I was confused. I was like, how could the PS5 have that many cores? Like, what you need all that for? Like,
it wouldn't be that many, but I got the PS3. Then I got like 2 jiggy tops. There's a lot going on right now. You gotta leave me alone. You gotta leave me alone.
Yeah, you know what I think is going on? This motherfucker is trying to be like Andrew Tate with a whole bunch of cam girl business on the side.
Yo,
that's what he's doing with all these laptops.
Hey, now that you mention it, that ain't a bad idea.
Okay. Memphis cam girls and stuff.
Yeah, sure. That ain't no bad idea. I like how you thinking, Bon. I like how you thinking.
But PSVR 2 got some more details. It's gonna have a see-through view. You can check where your controllers are from the front camera, so you don't gotta like take nothing off. Broadcast while playing. You can film with the PS5 HD camera. Customized play area. The PSVR 2 Sense controllers allows you to scan your room for your play environment, so you can like have like little cutoff points and I guess not run into your furniture and all that shit. And it's gonna have games are gonna have a VR and cinematic mode. Not an expert in PSVR, but this is all good shit, I guess.
VR and cinematic. They already had that in the regular PSVR.
Yeah. It's all good stuff. It's gonna be expensive though.
No, I was gonna ask you, how much do you think this is going? Because this technically it's got to be at least $500. Because it's like VR headsets that cost like $1,000 plus. This is more,
$400 minimum.
If we believe in what's true, this is more technical, more advanced than them, right? So it's like that's crazy.
$400 minimum.
Yeah.
PSVR originally launched at $400, right? The same price as
it's gonna be $399. $399.
I don't think, bro, that's gonna be a crazy loss. They selling that thing yet, man.
Yeah,
I feel like the original VR dropped in price pretty quick too.
Yeah, it did. It did.
You think it's gonna be more, Jack?
I think it's gonna be at least $5.
Man, if they want to make any profit at all, it'll probably be $5. If they just
want,
and
they're gonna have bundles and shit. So
yeah,
it ain't no telling what some of them bundles gonna get up to.
I look forward to PSVR. I was never able to play the first one because it wasn't advanced enough and it had all them cords and it made me sick, because of the frame rate and all that, or refresh, all that shit. I got nauseous and sick and almost died a bunch of times, and so I look forward to this one. And maybe they'll support some of the older games, like because I don't know if y'all know Dude PSVR Without Parole. He's like this big PlayStation VR channel.
Bro, where do you be finding these niggas at?
I know,
he's like the go-to nigga, like the authority on PSVR. Like he's like, because there's not a lot of them, but you can check out his channel. He literally has a weekly podcast, and I don't know, I don't really watch it, and I don't know how he finds shit to talk about in a weekly podcast about VR when not much happens in VR currently. But he figures out a way to talk about stuff, and he's like a knowledge base for VR games. And he told me like Resident Evil 7, because Jack be capping about Resident Evil 7, talking about it's a
great game. Great game.
So you claim. He said he told me it's a way better game in VR. So if PSVR 2 supports it, I'll give it a try in VR.
People definitely turned their backs on that game as time went on, but I do remember a lot of hype for RE7 when it came
Bro,
out.
people full of shit, bro. You know that.
I was never crazy about it.
You're
jump.
full of shit.
I was never, because I remember I live streamed it and I was like, why do I feel like I haven't shot anything? Like I'm
Man,
just,
you was
I'm
big,
just,
you was dick sucking that game.
I was just shooting at goo monsters. Like, wasn't that the enemy? Like most of the time, it was just like little black goo.
You know this BG's too cool for school now, Jack.
Always, bro. It's so annoying.
You can never just be part of the fun, part of the crowd.
The enemies are bad. The enemies.
You know what? That's a good observation, because remember he used to complain about me. Black Panther always like that one kid in school who needs to show off. He out here swimming in the pool doing backstrokes and Phelpsing.
Listen, I'm absolutely a grumpy old man when it comes to gaming now, but I don't think it's me. I think everything sucks. I'm be real. I think like most things just suck now.
I think you suck, nigga. Fuck.
Oh,
yeah.
You sus. No, like, bro, I think gaming. See, I don't want to be that guy where like, oh, gaming is in a worse place than it ever was. It's not that I believe that.
Yeah, that ain't necessarily a lie either, though.
I like where gaming is, just not what type of games they're making. That's my thing. Like, you know, people be like, oh man, the gaming world was so much better in 1985 and all. Like, shut your stupid ass up. Like, you really want to go back to, you know, those type of controllers and no online and like, you know, all that. Like, no, I don't want to go back to that.
Games working day one out the box. Yeah, man, who the fuck need that?
It was some benefits, but like, okay, but at the same time, you can't get DLC and added content either.
BG,
who gives a fuck?
BG, you don't want to go back to the days of games working out of the box and actually good multiplayer games?
There were some benefits.
This nigga say you can't get DLC. The games was complete back then.
I rarely buy DLC as it is.
Yeah, the games was complete. We need DLC.
They were quote unquote complete, but if DLC existed, it could have also added on to things.
So that would have gave them an excuse not to finish the game and release release content.
Yep.
I don't buy that. I don't subscribe to that. I believe some games actually launch complete and then make DLC after. I do believe that.
Very few.
I don't think. I think like in the beginning, like a while ago, like yeah, developers would definitely hold on to content and release it like a few weeks after. But I believe most now actually make what's really true DLC. I believe that.
Okay, brother.
My point is, I just don't like the type of games they're making nowadays. Like it's like they don't care about me, man. Like they don't care about the type of games like my demographic want no more. What about me?
Well, you don't expect much. What the fuck you complaining about?
Hey, shut your ass up.
I expect them to do less. You know what the fuck you said earlier, boy.
Boy, I want them to just make games that appeal to me.
What kind of games are those besides factions?
Shut up, on.
No, I'm being serious.
He don't know.
Just shit that I like, man. Shit that I like.
It's just like BG is like trying to take a woman out to dinner. I'm hungry. Okay, where do you want to go? I don't know. Well, let's go here. I don't want to go there. Let's go here. I don't want to go there. Where do you want to go? I don't know.
Damn, BG.
I just want
Dang,
shit
BG,
that
that's
I like,
you?
man. I just want shit that I like, man. Like, you know, during last generation and the generation. I mean, it was getting bad last generation, but the generation before that, like every game that came out, like when they would like show games that are coming, I'd be like, oh, I'm interested in that. That look fire. That look fire. That look fire. Now it's like, oh, that's trash. That's trash. That's trash too. That looks horrible. I would never even touch that game. And so now it's like slim. It's like when there's a game that I'm really excited for, it be like a rare slim picking and shit like that.
Well, sometimes there's a game you're excited for you don't even play.
I play all the games.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z. You were mad hyped for that.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about Dragon Ball Z though. I'm not a Dragon Ball fan like that.
I mean, I bet you if I asked you any question on Dragon Ball Z, you'd probably know the answer.
I stopped watching at the Cell Saga, so probably not.
You know who Majin Buu is?
Yeah, he's the pink nigga, but that everybody knows that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not
That's
like
not like deep lore question of Dragon Ball Z. Man, listen, I'm just getting old, I guess. Let's just say that. I'm just getting old. They don't make games for me no more. It's cool.
You know what you need to do then?
Retire.
You need to retire them cats and get some kids.
Brother. I mean, how many times did Jack say he was gonna stop gaming if something? I'm gonna stop gaming as soon as PlayStation games go to PC.
Don't try to put that on me, bitch.
How many times have you threatened to quit gaming? You ain't done it yet, bitch.
And you still sad, bitch. No faxes too, bitch. Yeah.
You still salty because I'm better. I can't believe you let Bless Red talk to you like that. You let Bless Red talk to you crazy. He couldn't talk to me like that. Talk about he better than me at factions. He was talking to you crazy.
I think I got better numbers than both y'all combined. That's the crazy part about everything.
But nobody thinks you're better than me. But
well, it's a popularity contest at the end of the day, BG.
Right. Niggas like you more than me. Niggas don't like me. What are you talking about?
Well, clearly not if they think you better than me. But
you still pushing that lie.
I'm at a certain age to where I don't argue nonsense, BG. It's all you, brother.
Okay.
Whatever floats your boat, BG.
All right, I think I'm almost done. What else? Let me see.
People love you, BG. You just got to accept that.
No. PlayStation is getting a Backbone edition. That sounds kind of crazy.
What?
Man, what the fuck you talking about, brother?
Come on, Jack. You know exactly.
I literally don't know what you said. PlayStation getting a Backbone edition.
Yes, the Backbone. The phone.
You on, bro?
The Backbone is the mobile controller. It's the.
You talking about that? Okay,
yeah,
I know what's called.
It's the peripheral. You put your phone in it, and it lets you play PlayStation games remotely. Xbox has a version also. So
I think that's only for the iPhone, though, right? It's only for the iPhone.
Yeah, I think it's only for iPhones right now. Of course I don't care about that. I will not play any game remotely or through the cloud, so I refuse.
You saw the other rumor about iPhone and PlayStation?
No, what is it?
They were saying Horizon Zero Dawn's about to get ported to the iPhone next year.
Oh God.
Niggas bored.
I see. They doing everything but bringing out games. They give it all. Here's a monitor. Here's a fucking Backbone backbreaker controller. Here's Horizon on cell phone. Like, here's someone Pete. Like, bro, where the fuck are our games at? The console owners, the niggas that's paying y'all bills. Where the fuck are our games at, bro?
Damn, you know who you sound like now?
Who I sound like, man?
Xbox guys.
Yikes!
They putting all this shit on PC. Where are our games at?
I feel like an Xbox fan right now, man. It's just crazy, bro.
Smoove, you've been quiet lately. What's going on, man?
No. Most of my time on the podcast, I was on the road. I went to the beach today.
I mean, I can't make money if you quiet.
He's imitating Phil Spencer. He can't say much either.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. There's nothing to bet. There's literally nothing to bet.
He says no games coming out. That's crazy.
This nigga said I got nothing.
I mean, at least they were talking about the new Tomb Raider game, so that looks like it'll be.
Oh,
out
you think nah? But you got to think about
like that'll be out before Perfect Dark.
I still believe Perfect Dark will be out before that.
I hope they don't fuck up that Tomb Raider, bro.
I mean, because they embrace a group, you know what I mean? I don't know. They money long, but they ain't long to they there's no shame in them putting out AA games.
Oh,
like Embrace a Group, like they got a lot of money, but they're the king of AA. So,
I mentioned the PS5 supply is getting better. The Steam Deck supply is also good now. They put out a post that said, "Hello, we're excited to announce that we're going to be able to fulfill demand sooner than we estimated for everyone in the reservation queue. Many of the supply chain shortfalls that affected Steam Deck are gradually clearing up, and we're continuing to ramp up production, so we're able to produce more Steam Decks faster than ever before. As of today, we've updated the reservation window, and everyone who currently is in the reservation queue will get their Steam Deck emails this year. Many customers who were in the Q4 or later window have been bumped up to Q3. So PC gamers will have their opportunity to fraud sooner.
I got
than
a question
expected.
about the Steam Deck though. Didn't they promised a certain type of memory, right? And then they reverted it and put like a lesser memory in there?
Yeah, apparently.
Is that how they fulfilling orders, man?
Fire.
Are they giving the price difference on these orders, man? Because I mean, shit.
Well, it's the same. How do I explain this? Storage capacity, not speed.
Oh man, okay. Fuck it, I guess.
So does that make them anti-consumer, or we should start stealing Steam decks and never support Steam and Gabe Newell ever again?
People are already stealing Steam decks. They're stealing it with their asshole.
Hey, yeah.
All right, man.
Nigga Bob stupid. Hey,
I've been on a roll today.
Yes, sir.
My favorite one of today though was the ballet of New Yokio.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, I think that's oh, there were rumors of Google shutting down Stadia, and then Google denied it. They probably shutting that joint down.
Man, that nigga work for the social media team. He don't know what the fuck going on.
That joint dead, bro. That joint dead. So they probably are shutting it down.
Blue State got some good games on it too, man.
So
Yeah, maybe they'll bring Jilt over.
I know. I need that.
that's that one game y'all talked about the whole time. Every time we bring up Google Stadia.
It's a good game, man. It's exclusive and all that. You know what I mean? I know where the games are, BJ.
If you think about it, if it wasn't for the only reason why the Query and the High on Life came out, because those were originally Stadia exclusives.
Oh, really? I ain't know that.
Yeah. And then once they I think they stopped internal games and shit, those IPs and the publishers or developers working on them had no platform to release it on. So that's when other people like 2K and Xbox was able to come in and scoop some of them to get some releases out. But yeah, let's see what else they had in the works, because whatever they had in the works, is up for grabs.
Yep. The new Mario Kart tracks are coming out August 4th. This is the second drop of Mario Kart tracks for Mario Kart 8. Yay. The next Tomb Raider game could feature an experienced Lara Croft leading a team of Tomb Raiders. That's apparently going to be kind of the next.
She's finally ascended as the Tomb Raider. I've only been waiting for fucking 6 years.
Yeah, finally after 3 games, she's.
Is this a reboot or is this a?
It's supposed to be a sequel to the last trilogy, I think. So
Oh wow! But they get a new voice actors though.
I guess I've even heard the movie. There was supposed to be like a sequel to that last movie. I think that's been like canceled or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, she's finally the Tomb Raider leading other Tomb Raiders after 3 games. When we thought she became the Tomb Raider after the first game, but they told us apparently they made it clear when we got to the second and third game, she technically still wasn't the Tomb Raider for some reason. Like, what the hell? I don't know, man. I'm not excited for another Tomb Raider game at all. Not excited.
We're overdue for one, so yeah, I'm excited. Any type, because like I said, these games don't come out often, so I'm always down for when they release them. So
I just pretend Rise of the Tomb Raider doesn't exist.
You mean Rise or Shadow?
Shadow,
you mean
my bad.
Shadow. Shadow was a pretty good game.
No.
No.
Yeah.
I pretend
Rise
Shadow
wasn't
doesn't
Rise
exist.
wasn't that good. Rise wasn't that good either.
Rise was very good. Jack Move is tripping on that one.
Rise of the Tomb Raider is not that good, bro.
It's very
compared to 2013. That shit is ass.
It's better than 2013.
You're a fucking idiot, BG.
Well,
suck my dick, Jack.
I just hope that it comes out before Perfect Dark. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you and Smoove got a bet on that, huh?
We do.
Yes, sir.
Listen, that's all. I think that's all I got for today, man. That's all I got this Sunday. It's gonna be another week of low key nothing to play. I can't believe this. I've been playing Dead Space, the original, again on PC. Of course, I gotta say, Tick was actually a little bit right, because yeah, I know. Tick was a little bit right, because I had told them that the PC version of Dead Space was damn near unplayable. When it's with the issue I was having is when you use DS4 Windows, like to remap the buttons, for some reason it doesn't work on Dead Space, the original Dead Space. That's the problem. It works on like every other game, but it won't work on Dead Space properly. So that's why I was like, that's the problem I had with it before. But I actually been playing through it since the remake coming out. Been playing Dead Space on PC. Still fire. Still a fire game. It's a lot easier than I remember. I'm like, this game is mad. I'm playing on hard. I'm like, this game mad easy. But in 2 they added a difficulty after hard. I think so.
Yeah. It's got like 5 difficulties.
Yeah, they need to make sure that that's in the remake. I'm expecting. I'm the Dead Space remake. What am I expecting?
You're expecting exactly what Sony gives you. Nothing.
I'm expecting the same thing as Dead Space. Yeah.
Now they
pretty much.
tried to change some shit in the Dead Space remake already, and people complained about it, like the gun sounds.
No, you don't
That's
say.
that's why I'm glad. That's why I'm glad. See, this is the thing, though. You see, BG trying to act stupid. You know what the fuck going on, man.
I don't know what you're talking about, fat boy.
The problem with that is people don't have Dead Space pretty much played damn near the same the first 2 games, right? And a lot of people think Dead Space 2 the best one. But The Last of Us 2 clearly plays better than the first game. You know why people won't. You come on, BG. Don't be stupid.
I'm not gonna argue.
There is a clear reason people feel the way they feel.
I'm not gonna argue anything.
BG, you're a dick eater, and I hate you, brother.
I'm kind of parched and I'm a little bit hungry, so I'm not gonna argue with you about anything.
Master, just never mind.
Oh yeah, you so weird, bro.
Bro, I'm finna tell you something good to eat. What's the issue?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. I don't believe you. Let's do them super chats.
What dick ass? Let me see. Let me refresh.
What did he say?
These are something crazy. I didn't even hear him, but
I didn't hear it neither. What was that? Let me refresh the super chats, man. Bro, I hate YouTube, dog. Okay, let me see. All right, hold on. They're loading up. All right, I got them.
Tony, you so weird, bro. Like, what's going on with y'all, dog? Like,
What'd he say?
You see what he wrote? I ain't reading that. You read it.
Hold on. All right, I got the super chats. We got Maxi. He says, stream factions, nobody is watching Fall Guys. Then we got Earl Walker. He said, BG, I will cash app you 20 if you come number 1 on Fall Guys. Hey, Earl, you said that to me too, man. Where my $20 at, brother? We got Brutus04. He said, happy birthday, BG. I'll also put up 20 if you win in Fall Guys. Oh, shit. We got It's Your Boy 14. He said, Xbox fans starting to sound like Cowboys fans. Laughing emojis. Then we got the Superior Artist. He says, one gotta go. Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Breath of the Wild 2, or Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
The Resident Evil remake, obviously.
Yeah.
Every other game's a new game.
I'm getting rid of I can get rid of 2 of them actually. I don't play 2 of them games. OG Rizo said BG equals Stan from Spark everything shit.
What?
I don't know. I think he means South Park.
Mm.
Oh, you like Stan
Yeah.
from South Park. No, he more like I think BG more like Mr. Garrison, to be honest, bro.
Of course you would say that. You're a
I'm
lot
a what?
of things, Jack.
I'm a what?
You're a lot of
I'm
things, bro.
super. Thanks for asking.
I'm
like
gonna
Big
keep it to
Al.
myself.
Fuck you, bitch.
Okay.
S Blanks in 95 said thoughts and prayers to Z. Oh yeah, he caught a L this week, man. We got Harry Johnson.
Oh, who called now?
Z. He was trying
What
to flirt with
happened?
Mocha on the other timeline. She went left.
Oh yeah, then Mocha put him in the
Zaire?
No. It's a
That's
dude
what I
named
was
Z.
thinking about too.
It's a dude named Z.
Mocha put this nigga 6 feet deep for nothing. Like,
Oh, is that when she was talking about somebody was nutting in her and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah, like that's so crazy. Like all he said was, "Hey, Mocha, you're my woman crush, Wednesday," and she was like, "Oh, word." My boyfriend. I'm not even gonna say that because niggas gonna clip that. 'Cause pretty much, she said she got netted in. She said she got netted in.
Basically said her husband filled her up and she's
Yeah, Nigga said, "Oh, I think you're cute." She said, "Yeah." She said, "Yeah, nigga."
That's what she
that's
should
crazy.
say though. You got shut down.
That's crazy.
It's still be
crazy.
respectful
Oh,
about
is that
it,
the
Don.
final one? Let me see.
She
tell another nigga that somebody nutted
hold
in
on,
you.
hold on. We gotta rewind. You can't be telling niggas these days you got a boyfriend. They think you lying, so you got to go to the extremes. So, in my opinion, she did nothing wrong.
Yeah. Tony roasted that nigga for like the whole day for it. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Was he somebody in the community or was he?
Yeah, Z. You don't know Z?
Yeah, he be
I
in the
don't know.
community. Apparently, I think he be in the group chat with like Tony and them. I think so.
I remember when Alex was like, well, everybody in the community believes what I say about the 40 friends. I'm like, who? He names someone. I'm like, I have never heard of this person.
We got Harry Johnson. He says, "You think Horizon going to have DLC?" That's a possibility.
Yeah,
I think so.
All right, and finally, Ragnar Incarnate says, "Here for the money. I guess here's some money or something. Tuning in Wednesday."
What's happening Wednesday?
I don't fucking. Yo, listen. I don't fucking,
What's Wednesday?
maybe meant your birthday stream.
Yeah,
Ain't that tomorrow?
maybe he mean tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Okay, well, hey man, thank y'all all for tuning in. Thank y'all for the super chats. We're gonna do these outros. We're gonna go to After Dark. Damn, I sound so depressed, man. It's because ain't
I'm
no.
about to say, you all right? Like
man, it's just the.
Think you need some kids in your life, Doug.
Nah, man, it's just.
You might need to ask Mocha what you need to do.
You're so gay, Jack. Like, Jack, like.
What the fuck did I do?
Jack, on a scale
Bro,
of 1 to 10,
I didn't do anything, bro. Come on, man.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how gay are you, Jack? Like, just grade
0,
yourself.
brother. What? Why are you calling me?
You're not being real. Like, be real and rate yourself on 1 to 10 on 1 to 10.
I don't think I'm. If you mean gay as in happy, I mean I'm happy sometimes.
I hate all of you.
But nah, like I'm really just like every time a game is announced and it's a game that I wouldn't play, it's like so slowly sucking the life out of me.
Jesus Christ, and the podcast.
It's like slowly
sucking the life out of you, huh?
Remember what BG just asked me, everybody. Remember what he said? What'd you say, BG?
Is that why you tired, BG?
It's slowly like draining my life force, bro. Like, what is going on with gaming? Who do they make games for nowadays? Like, I'm truly bewildered. Who are games made for nowadays?
Gamers, BG.
Gamers, like, which gamers? Like, I can't tell. Like,
people that go where the games are.
You know what you should do, BG? You should hit the gym.
I got a gym in my apartment. I
didn't ask if you had a gym. I said you should actually go to it.
I do go to it, good sir. I go to the gym.
You said good morning to all the people on your way out the door or something, or
no? The gym is in my apartment. I don't have to go nowhere. But nah, man, I just you know what? I'm gonna be optimistic because everything comes back, right? Everything is a cycle, right? Like with fashion, with trends. So maybe the type of games that I like will come back, will circle back and become the popular type of games again. You know, so it's just a phase that the industry is in right now, and things are gonna change and circle back to being the type of games in the industry that I want it to be. It's gonna happen.
Speak on it, BG.
Yeah.
Notice BG still ain't say what type of games he's talking about.
It's you when you know it, you know it. When you see it, you see it. You know, what's understood ain't got to be said. You just recognize it.
Damn, you smart, bro.
Thank you. You're like, you know, when, you know, Jack may not be able to understand, but you know, when you see a girl and you know she's the one. You know, you can't describe it, but you know she's the one. You just know it when you see it.
Love at first sight, like you and that dude in that trench coat. What happened? Come on, BG.
You're a dick eater. You're a dick
Come
eater.
on,
You know
bro. Come on, bro. This is crazy.
You're a ball tickler. You know that, Jack? That's what you are.
Present them. Come on, BG.
Huh?
You're a fucking sicko, bro. I swear to God.
Let's do the outro. Let's do the outros, bro.
Wow.
Let's do the outros, man, because you out here getting weird again. After like 8:30, this man started reverting to like his alter ego, his nightlife prostitute life.
I'm just trying to play the game and mind my own business, brother. That's it.
Yeah, okay. We know you be moonlighting as an escort after 8:30, dog.
Speaking of escorts, go to Colombia.
What you trying to tell us? Man? What you trying to tell us?
Well, if you're willing to risk coming home disease, it's very cheap.
Jack ready to risk it all. It don't matter to
I
him.
mean, I seen escorts coming in and out of my hotel. Like 2 chicks came out. I mean, these girls are fine too. 2 chicks came out of the hotel. He said, I only gave him $20 USD. I was like, what?
That's like a deal right there, brother.
Yeah, but I can't mess with those kind of girls. I can't be risking coming home with something I can't get rid of.
Jack ain't seen his dick in like 3 years, so he don't care what he's sticking in.
You know what? BG is right. I haven't seen my dick. Hey, BG, open up your mouth real quick.
Yeah, I knew you
Oh,
was gonna
there
say
you
that.
go.
You
There
so
you go.
gay.
There you go.
Yeah,
How you doing, little buddy?
weirdo.
How you doing, little buddy? There it is.
So gay.
Y'all need to end this podcast.
Wild weirdo.
You doing
Jack.
all right,
You see?
Ultra?
We good, bro. We good. We good.
Oh
You see
yeah,
what
my boy. Ultra's good, bro.
You see what I gotta deal with this weirdo, Jack? You see what I
What's
gotta deal with?
good,
Man?
Ultra? Now?
Finish reading these super chats. Let's get the.
I think
get
we're
the
done.
out of
Yeah,
here.
I need to get away from
Yeah.
Jack. I need to get away from this guy. This guy is out of here, bro.
This dude's crazy.
And
Ultra.
this After Dark's gonna be all focused. The PC Defense Force is gonna be in it.
Ultra, your outro.
Check me out on YouTube, man. I also be on Twitch as well. So peep that.
All right. Smoove.
What's up, everybody? Good episode. Check out my Power Wash Simulator review.
Oh my god.
We
your
ain't
Fall
doing
Guys
this
Crash?
move respectfully, bro.
Are you serious?
I'm gonna watch that. Like I'm down bad in gaming. I'm gonna watch it.
Why don't you just like, I don't know, have a cotton picking simulator at this point?
Huh?
You know what?
I mean, if y'all are out here farming, cutting grass, power washing, like you're doing all these remedial tasks and everything.
There was a drug dealer simulator. That's on
Yeah.
PC.
Goat simulator. I mean, if we want real simulators, how about get in the kitchen simulator, a cut a sandwich simulator?
Yeah, my wife said the same thing, bro. But
See, and that's why she's got a husband. She got some brains.
Wow. Jazzy.
Pretty much good podcast for everybody. Yeah, Digimon survived it, and also tomorrow it's ironic that BG is your birthday because
You're
August 1st.
You're a robot
What?
right now. You're a robot right now. You're like choppy.
Oh wait, can you hear me now?
Just go ahead and finish. You're a little bit choppy though.
Oh yeah, Digimon Survives exists, and I'm gonna upload gameplay of that every single week, so y'all gonna get sick of it.
Fire. Can't wait.
Hey,
to not
Jesse, you
watch
got a
it.
YouTube or no?
I barely do videos anymore, but it might be time to actually come back to actually do proper videos, especially since you, Tony, and a lot of people put work in your videos. I kind of want to do it if I have the time and
Blandrew
edit
barely make
like
videos
that.
either, so y'all in the same boat.
Sweet.
Yeah. Jack.
Hey man, great podcast this week, everyone. I hope everyone had a good time, and yeah, that's it, man. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, Blandrew.
Yeah, make sure you guys check out the channel. It was a good podcast. I'll be starting my own Nintendo-centric podcast. So if that interests you, check out the channel.
I mean,
on that podcast, I'm curious.
Oh, it's just gonna be me and a guy, everything and nothing on Twitter, and then we're gonna have other guests
I
throughout
followed
the
him.
episode.
I followed him. I don't have no idea who he is, and don't know what he's done before, but I followed him.
Yeah, it'll be fun though.
Okay. And Bond.
A little under the weather, but everybody enjoy the night, enjoy their weekend. Going into the last month of summer, make it count.
Yeah. All right, we're going in the after dark, and I'm gonna find something that fulfills my, refills my excitement and my love for gaming. Because right now it's being siphoned by all this bullshit that's out
Yeah,
there.
hey, bro.
You just need to have some kids.
No, sir. No, sir.
You just need to, as the Hodgkin says, busting some walls.
Yep.
And there ain't nothing like relevant coming out till like September. So I'm gonna be like this for at least another month. Tragic. Catch y'all next week. We out. Peace.
Oh man. No. Right. Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro king got me, see that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Elba, I'm a black bond, aiming a scope and all Black Panther, you can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. Not at all. Oh wait, then Jack Move came in with the trophies, God in a lane of its own. Like how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo, then send your family an angel emoji. You should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news, gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct plenty of fail. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon Will Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smoove, we got Jack Move, we got Black Bond, I mean. Blandrew, I mean, what you can't out strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.